Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive. It is baseball time in Texas.
All right, new week, new series for the Rangers after a big weekend sweep over the Guardians. Texas back at 500, trying to climb over 500 as they welcome the Angels for 3 to wrap up this homestand. Big game for the Rangers. They're all big the rest of the way. And it was big yesterday, completing a sweep against the Guardians. And we got the star of yesterday's game with us, Mel Kelly. 7 shutout innings as the Rangers continued their dominance over the weekend. Alongside Rangers Hall of Famer Elvis Andrus, Jared Sandler, happy to be with you. Rangers Game Day presented, of course, by Academy Sports and Outdoors. And Merrill, thanks so much for joining us. What would you normally be doing 30 minutes before first pitch when you're not starting?
Either just sitting in my locker scrolling aimlessly, or maybe eating some food right about now, but probably nothing about now.
Okay, well, if maybe you're expecting Merrill to like one of your Instagram posts and he didn't, we'll take the blame. Merrill, you talked after yesterday's game and even before that, the adjustment of getting traded, and I don't think people realize you guys aren't robots. You got families. You got to move people. School's starting soon. You know, that sometimes comes into play. What's the experience been like for you getting settled and adjusted with a new club?
Yeah, definitely trying. First time in my career I've done it. You know, obviously I went over to Korea for 4 years, so that was a big adjustment. But first time in season that I've, jumped ship to a different place, different city, different team, different guys. So a lot of moving parts that week. It took me a couple games to kind of get my feet underneath me in a new spot, but I feel like I'm in a good place right now. I got to shout out to my wife. She's probably grinding through the trade a little bit more than I am. She's got to deal with the kids, like you said, getting them out here and visiting dad. So that part of the family aspect is the hardest part. For us, it's easy. Obviously it's baseball as usual. It's just in a different spot. But the family aspect of it probably makes it the toughest.
So, Merrill, I know you have an amazing teammate in Zach Gallen down there in Arizona. But how does it feel not having just somebody probably like Zach here, but having 2 guys in deGrom and Ovaldi? How does it feel, that camaraderie, you coming here to Texas? Like, so far, how do you feel in this rotation?
So far, so good. Both those guys, really everybody's been really welcoming. I touched on it in the postgame interview last night. Just to be in the same conversation and be on the same rotation with those guys is humbling. I'm honored to be a part of something special that they've got here as far as the pitching staff goes. I'm honored that the organization had that much faith in me to kind of plug me into a rotation with those 2 guys that you mentioned. And obviously Patrick Corbin's been doing it for a long time. Jack Leiter's got a bright future. He's got really good stuff for how young he is. But so far so good. I'm just trying to keep my head down and keep the line moving, like I said last night.
Merrill, in 2023, both the Rangers and Diamondbacks weren't necessarily the Rangers kind of limped into the playoffs, right? They barely got in. The Diamondbacks weren't supposed to make the run that you guys made. When you get there, all bets are off, right? Clean slate. But how do you get there? What are the next 5 weeks like? What do you remember about that 2023 season?
Just grind. Take one pitch at a time, take one at bat at a time. Don't look to tomorrow, because right now there is no tomorrow. Today is the only thing that matters. We take one game at a time. We get the W tomorrow, and then we worry about what happens tomorrow. We worry about who's pitching tomorrow. But going down the stretch, it's really just focus on each and every at bat, each and every pitch, and just trying to take things slow and take things one day at a time.
So as player, I know for me personally, as a hitter, being in a good ballpark to hit and not being in a good ballpark to hit, it means a lot. You pitch in Arizona, not saying that it was like, really, really small, but the ball fly there.
Yeah.
How much you enjoy pitching here? Because talking to a lot of hitters around the league, they say, like, especially this year, the ball is not flying at all. So as a pitcher, how good has it been from going to a ballpark, the ball fly a lot, to one that is not flying that much?
Yeah, way better for us. The hitters would probably disagree with you. But yeah, way better for us. It gives us more ability to attack the zone. It gives us more confidence. Even if we do miss a little bit, the hitters really got to get it out of here. It bodes well for the pitching staff for sure. Going from Arizona, like you said, where it did fly, it's a lot better. Hearing all the guys when I first got here, that's all they kept talking about was, hey, you're going to love pitching here. The hitters hate it. You really got to get it out of here. So it's definitely a plus for me.
All right, we're going to put your coaching hat on, your scouting hat, our 7-Eleven pitching probables. We look at tonight's matchup for the Angels. It's Jose Soriano And for the Rangers, Jacob deGrom back on the mound. Jacob deGrom, what impresses you about this guy?
I mean, he's a machine. Just watching his bullpens, watching the way he plays catch, the ball goes in the same spot every time. I always like looking at people's mechanics and kind of what they do and how they move, and there's not really anybody who can emulate the way he moves in the positions that he gets in. Watching his bullpens, he lands in the same exact spot every single time. Looking at the TrackMan, as far as the strike zone, there's not too many people I've been around that can locate repeatedly as much as he does, especially when you add in it's 95, 96 in a bullpen. It's pretty special to watch. So I think if I were a betting man, obviously I'm not, but if I were, it'd be a hard bet to get a bet against, Jake.
Pretty special pitcher, right? Elvis is happy he's here, not in the box. All right, so yesterday we saw you 7 shutout innings. We've seen you pitch against the Rangers, obviously, and now 5 starts with the Rangers. And this is a game, it seems like it's, hey, you got to throw 98, you got to throw 97 with a 90-mile-an-hour breaking ball, whatever. We see you just carve guys up, moving the ball around, and with a changeup that is a nasty pitch. How has that pitch evolved for you to get to where it is now and be the pitch that you can really lean on?
Yeah, it's definitely gone in some different stages. It's kind of been the pitch I've had the best feel for my whole life. I always joke that's kind of the reason I'm still around. When I came back from Korea, it kind of went away on me. So I had to mess with a couple different grips, and I've landed on the one that I throw now. But everyone's throwing harder, so I figured I'll just start throwing slower. Just throw below the hitting speed is my goal now. Obviously, I'm trying to throw hard, but as I get older, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments, and I have. I think the good thing for me is I've never really been a big velo guy, so I think growing up I've had to kind of learn how to pitch with what I have, and the arsenal has kind of evolved over time to get to where it is now.
Awesome. Well, Merrill, it was a lot of fun watching you. We're so excited you're here. We appreciate you being with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you having us. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Mel Kelly. We'll see if he's got any answers for our trivia question. We're not going to put him on the spot, but our Academy Sports and Outdoors trivia question: 6 players in the expansion era, so since 1961, who have had 130 or more RBI seasons multiple times with multiple teams. Who are they? Multiple teams, 130 or more RBIs. 6 guys. We'll get you the answers coming up in a little bit. Next, though, a special guest back in the building. One of Elvis's mentors, Ron Washington. He's not managing, but he's back. We'll get a health update from Wash when we return. Rangers Game Day on RSN is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store or online at academy.com. And by Baylor Scott & White Health, the power to live better.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain. Oh, my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry. Woo! No fly zone! So fast, Bobby. Paul skis! Cannons! Otani! Living legend! We did it! Yes! Oh, this is the best! Please tell me you caught that.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff.
He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go by zone Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous.
Julio.
Rangers fans, DraftKings Pick 6 gives you a chance to play $5 and get $50 in bonus bets instantly. All you have to do is download the DraftKings app, use promo code Beagle. You can get in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. We take a look at our card tonight. Adolis Garcia has been rolling in his 2 games since coming off the IL. Rangers hoping he stays hot. Half a hit, we're going to say more. Tarek Skubal, 4.5 hits allowed. We're going to go with less, but kind of hoping for more. We're all about the Nathan Eovaldi Cy Young campaign. And then Andrew Vaughn, he's been resurrected with the Brewers. Is he going to drive in a run for the Brew Crew? We're going to say yes. We're going to go more there. Those are our picks. Good luck with yours. All right, well, earlier, Ron Washington addressed the media. He is here at Globe Life Field. He's not managing. He won't be in the dugout. But Wash had a heart issue and wasn't totally sure what was wrong, but he shared earlier he had quadruple bypass surgery 8 weeks out. It was great seeing Wash earlier. He addressed the media to give an update on his health, a change he's got to make, and what might be next for him.
When they finally decided to do the angiogram, which was an in-depth look into my heart, they found out that I had some blockage, and the blockage was in the valves. It wasn't where they could do stents or balloons. So they said they had to do the bypass. So me being who I am, if that was the only route I could go, I got the bypass. Once I had the operation, and the doctor came in and said, you know, you can't smoke anymore. I said, Doc, I'm through. And if you see me smoking a cigarette anyway, you can walk. I'll give you okay to walk up to me and slap me. I miss baseball. This is my life. And if Perry will have me back, I'm certainly wanting to come back and finish what we started.
Oh, it'd just be weird to think about Major League Baseball with Ron Washington not involved. No smoking, change for Wash. Obviously, guys like Elvis who played for Wash, they'd be a little surprised that he would have to make that change. But how great is it just to see him healthy, talking, and on the road to recovery?
No, super happy. I mean, the sense of humor is there, so that's a good sign. But I love Wash. You know, everybody knows him. You know, many times I say how much he meant and he means for me in my career and just as a human being, you know. But, you know, very happy. Last time I talked to him was actually when I was getting inducted, and he told me he was going to get surgery. So very happy that surgery went well. Very happy, and I think the Angels going to enjoy him not smoking a cigarette because I have many stories of him smoking while we were playing. But no, I'm so happy Skip is doing good, and, you know, for sure we're going to continue to pray for him and his health.
And a really cool moment right before Wash addressed the media. Bruce Bochy kind of surprised Wash by showing up, and the two embraced, and it was just cool to feel the mutual respect and love shared between those two managers. Now, speaking of Bruce Bochy, he's used to just riding in Marcus Semien into the lineup at second base, but he's not going to be able to do that for the next chunk of time. Marcus on the IL with a foot injury, and they're going to have to be a few different guys who step up. We've seen Ezekiel Duran tonight, Josh Smith playing second base, but when this happens, it just means that, you know, all hands on deck, right? And the Rangers are going to need that depth to really be a strength of theirs.
Yeah, this is a player that is very, very hard to replace. I mean, Marcus is one of the, you know, key players in this lineup. Show up every day, can produce, play a steady second baseman, and his presence, I think that's what we're gonna miss, or the team is gonna miss most of him. But yeah, we got guys now. It's time for them to step up, and it's good to have that depth, right? Like we always talk about it. It's 162 and plus. You're going to need more than the same guys that play every day. So, I mean, thank God we have the depth. We have the guys. They're going to go out there, and they're doing really good, like, you know, especially Ezekiel Duran.
Duran, one of them. And then how about two guys who maybe haven't had the types of years that they would have wanted? And Adolis Garcia, Josh Young. But we talked about this a couple weeks ago, right, Mark? Or right, Elvis? It doesn't matter. You know, your numbers, who cares? It's about what you do from here on out. Adolis off the IL, he's had 2 really nice games. Josh Young has been swinging the bat well. If you can get these two guys going, I mean, that does wonders to this lineup.
Yeah, and the season ain't over. I mean, when you got guys like Garcia and John, they're power hitters. They can hit for extra base and power hitter. Power hitter can literally make their season in 1 month. And they both are very, very hot lately. So I mean, I'm not going to count them down, not even in, the season. I think they're completely able to go on a turn off of September and have an amazing season. So I think the team needs them, especially now having Marcus Semien down. And I think both of those players going through a lot of ups and downs, probably more down than up this year. But, they still got one more month, and the down, I think, is going up, and they can stay off for the whole month.
Well, I know one man who would love if that arrow kept pointing up and up and up, and that's Bruce Bochy. And when we come back, we're going to hear from the skipper. He chats with Eric Nadel as we get you ready for the Rangers and the Angels from the Globe. Rangers Game Day on RSN is presented by 7-Eleven, the official convenience partner of the Texas Rangers.
We got hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends. Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous. 3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge cranks one. Incredible. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge.
He isn't a generational player. He's a special, special talent. He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
Rangers Game Day on RSN is presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Shop in-store or online at academy.com. Our answer to our Academy Sports and Outdoors trivia question: 6 players who had at least 130 RBIs with 2 different teams, or perhaps more. Juan Gonzalez, Rafael Palmeiro, and A-Rod all did it at least once with the Rangers. Maglio Ordonez, Manny Ramirez, Miguel Tejada, the others who round out this list. 6 players since '61 who achieved that feat. A pretty impressive group right there. All right, well, earlier, Eric Nadel caught up with Bruce Bochy as we bring you the Manager's Show prior to the Rangers-Angels tonight.
Well, Bochy, was during the game yesterday that we learned about Marcus Semien probably being lost for the rest of the regular season. How do you handle second base between now and the end of the year?
Yeah, well, we got Smitty playing there today with the right-hander going. with that sinker and that big fastball, I'm putting another left-handed bat in there, although he's a little bit of a reverse split guy, but I'm just looking at our guys that have discipline because he will walk some left-handed batters. So Smitty will be there. You'll see Duran there. Freeman, he's already played there. So we'll mix it up and try to go with our matchups.
So it's Jose Soriano for them. Jacob deGrom for you after missing his last start. What do you look for to make sure that he's okay physically?
Well, first of all, it starts in the bullpen. So I'll check with Mike Maddox when he comes in, how he looked and what he thinks. And then we'll just watch him as the game goes. Talking to Jacob the last couple of days, he says he's good. He's good to go. Everything's fine. So we're going to go into this game like it's a normal game.
The Angels hit him well both times he pitched against them. Is there any constant you've noticed from those two starts?
Well, I'd say more than anything, he just didn't have as good sharp command in those starts. He was just missing with the slider and the fastball. And they're a team that tries to do slug, especially early in the count. And if you don't locate well, they're probably going to get you. You got to make your pitches. 2 strikes, he'll give in a little bit and try to put the ball in play. So Jacob was just a little bit off in those 2 starts, and they took advantage of it.
Great series against Cleveland, both the pitching and the hitting. Rowdy Tellez and Jock Peterson, big hits for you. And, Jock made a comment yesterday about what a good leader Rowdy Tellez has been since coming here. And he mentioned that he's very loud. How important is that in a clubhouse?
Well, it's good to have somebody that brings life in there. But we do have a mellow group, and that's a group that has it work for them. And what I mean by that, they do a good job of bouncing back after tough losses. You saw how they handled the postseason. And Rowdy, he brings a different kind of energy. So, yeah, that's a lot of fun. They have fun with him. They joke with him. He gives it back. So, anyway, yeah, I think he's been good for this clubhouse.
Over the course of your career as a player or as a manager, who are the guys who have been that type of leader? Who have been the loud guys who keep clubhouses loose?
Gosh, over the years, Hunter Pence, he was really outspoken, vocal, I should say, versus he really brought life and would have his talk sometimes. Hedges was one of those guys. We saw what he did for our club. Here's a backup catcher that has had a tremendous career, and part of the reason is some leadership that he brings in that clubhouse because you need it there. From the staff, sometimes it's like a parent. It can go in one ear out the other, but if your peers are getting on you or holding you accountable or just keeping things light, it really means a lot. So I'm always looking for guys to step up and help lead in that way.
And speaking of Jock Peterson, what do you see different at the plate from Jock now that he's in a good groove compared to the way he struggled much of the year?
Just on time with the fastball. He was just behind and couldn't get his timing down. And of course, the injury didn't help, missing all that time. So now he's got to wait before he can come back. But the one thing I think it did was let him reflect on what he could have done different and where he needs to be to get back to having that timing. And it was impressive yesterday because his home run was off a left-handed pitcher. I normally hit for him, but we had the lead. I tried to leave the lefties in when we do have the lead, and he crushed it. So that's always a good sign.
And that's today's Bruce Bochy Show.
So there's Boch. Tomorrow we've got a big day, right? I understand that it's someone's birthday, so there's only one way to celebrate a birthday, and that is with a cake. Chef Chris.
Come on, Chris. Look at this.
The Elvis bobblehead on top.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy birthday, Elvis.
Thank you, guys. Come on. You got to do it my way.
Oh, look at that. Facing the cake. Now, I don't know that anyone can have that part of the cake. That's okay. Elvis would crush this all by himself. How does it feel? He can't even talk right now. He's got cake on his mind.
Got in my nose, and Aiden will say, well, yeah, you have a big nose. So, yep, he went there. It's amazing. Thank you.
How about this? We even got the Elvis bobblehead. Is this not the best cake you've ever seen?
Yeah, he's there. I cannot say the best because my wife will get mad.
True.
So,
yeah.
baby, yours is always the best, but this is pretty good.
Other than a Corey cake, this is the best
This
cake.
is 100%.
We got a birthday wish for tomorrow?
Yeah, another shutout.
Okay, I like it.
I'll take that.
What, do you have a favorite birthday memory playing? You ever hit a home run on your birthday?
I don't remember that one. Probably not, because I would remember for sure. I had some good days playing, but I don't remember. Probably, yeah, I hit 100 homers, Jerry. Come on. So probably one on my birthday for sure. I hit one.
Well, Elvis, tell me if I'm doing this right. Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Muchas gracias, mi hermano.
De nada, mi hermano. There you go. Look at this. The birthday boy tomorrow. We're celebrating early from the RSN family to Elvis, wishing him a happy birthday. And now Elvis is going to bury his face in the cake. And hopefully the Rangers bury their face in some runs tonight. The Rangers and the Angels, opener of a 3-game series. On the mound, Jacob deGrom going up against Jose Soriano. We got a big ball game from the Globe coming your way next.
Wake up fully charged.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Weight Loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them, 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world.
Hey, you're sober? You drive.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Is RSN, Rangers Sports Network, presented by Progressive. It is baseball time in Texas.
All right, ready to go again. Globe Life Field playing host beginning tonight to the Rangers at Rangers Baseball. Presented by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Rangers hosting the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim as they make their way up those wild card standings. We can talk about it now. They're back to 500, 66 and 66 off a sweep of the Guardians and hoping to keep that good vibe going against the Angels here tonight. All right, welcome in, everybody. Great to have you along with us tonight. I'm Dave Raymond with Mike Bassick, and the Rangers indeed swept the Guardians. We'll talk about the Angels here in a minute, but this whole Guardians bit, Rangers starting pitching was ridiculous.
Well, it's been the strength of the team all year, and coming back home after the road trip, you can't get better than this. Our Liberty Mutual field coverage looks at Eovaldi, Leiter, and Kelly. A total of 21 innings pitched, only 1 run given up. 2 walks total, 27 strikeouts. It was close to perfection for those 3 guys. Now, we have Jacob deGrom on the mound, so hopefully he can keep it rolling. And him home as a Ranger this year, 2.11 ERA. He's been very good at home. He's been pretty good on the road, too. Now, we go back to his last start. It was a few days ago when we look back, because he's been skipped 1 time. It was on August 15th against Toronto. Very efficient in that game as we look at our quick trip stats here. 5 innings, 2 hits, 5 Ks, no walks, limited pitch count. Remember, he's now at over 140 innings, 140 plus innings so far. So the Rangers do have to watch him the rest of the way, how many innings he pitches.
Yeah, that'll be a key tonight, just how long they let him go. The pitching has been great, but this was a team built to slug. We've wondered all summer, where is it? Well, maybe it has finally shown up. We saw it in that last series. We got more on that when we return. Rangers Baseball on RSN is presented by Progressive Insurance. Step up to the plate for savings. Visit progressive.com. And by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world.
Hey, you're sober? You drive.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Think you know the Brewers?
3 potential number 1s in pitching right now. Best base running team, top 3 defense. They'll be a tough out in tournament baseball.
Get in the know with MLB Now on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin, just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Snakes alive!
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
The bats came to life
life in the 9th inning on Friday and never looked back as the Rangers put together one of their best all-around series of the season over the weekend. And they look to keep it going as the Los Angeles Angels roll into town for a 3-game set. As we bring you back down to field level here in Texas, I am Laura Stickles. Wyatt Langford said yesterday that baseball is a funny game. One day you can feel like you're at the very bottom, and then the next you can feel like you're on the top of the world. And right now the Rangers are feeling the latter, coming off of that 3-game sweep against the Cleveland Guardians. The pitching did what it's done all season long. The defense was error-free, but this time the bats also came to life. As we take a look now at our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and the Rangers 7 home runs over the weekend. 6 different Rangers hit homers, including Rowdy Tellez, who hit 2, and Cody Freeman hit his first big league homer on Saturday to ignite the offense. But it's not just the power that's improved, it's overall just the offense. So we take a look here at our Coors Light beating the pressure. Since Friday, the Rangers are averaging 6.3 runs per game, have an OPS over 900, 14 extra base hits, and a hard hit rate of nearly 50%. Bruce Bochy said yesterday, down the line, everybody had really good at bats, and to come home and bounce back and show resilience like that, that's what this game is all about.
Well, hopefully the Rangers can keep it rolling, and they got the man on the mound to do it, making his 25th start of the season. It's Jacob deGrom, 10-5 this year, 2.76 ERA, 148 Ks to only 30 walks, batting average under 200. When you look at the arsenal, fastball, slider, primary pitches, mixes in a nice change, especially to lefties, and occasionally throw the curveball.
Okay, his reputation, of course, precedes him, and the lineup that he will see from the Angels tonight. They are 61 and 69, 10.5 back of Houston in the West. Zach Neto at shortstop, having a huge year leading it off. Yohan Moncada and Taylor Ward after that. It's Joe Adell batting cleanup in right field. Rengifo and Travis d'Arnaud, who's cooled off significantly, catching and batting 6th. Ohapi DHs, Nico Cavadas at first, and Bryce Teodosio, the center fielder, will bat 9th.
Well, the Rangers defense, which is going to be kind of different maybe every game the rest of the way. You have Osuna in left, Langford in center, Garcia in right. Then you have Young and Seager on the left side of the infield. Smith playing second base today, Rowdy Tellez at first, and Jonah Heim doing the catching.
All right, well, we are ready to go. The Rangers hoping they continue to get the great starting pitching we have been treated to on this homestand so far. And they've got a good one out there in Jacob deGrom. He's ready. So is Zach Neto, and we're underway. Neto goes after the first pitch, launches that high in the air, deep out to left. Osuna's back, and that is gone. Zach Neto with his 22nd home run of the year. And what a way for him and the Angels to greet Jacob deGrom. 1-0 LA.
Well, Neto does have pop from the leadoff spot. He loves hitting off Jacob deGrom. This now has him 4 for 7 off of deGrom. And it looked like a high fly ball that was going to be catchable, but it carried well out of the park.
It's his 9th leadoff home run, as now Moncada takes a strike. So the Angels strike quickly tonight. And Moncada takes low and in. That one gets away and goes to the backstop.
Well, I think this is important to say now, especially with the leadoff home run. Jacob deGrom has struggled against these Angels this year. This is the team that has his number. The only team that has his number this year.
Outside, 2-1. But as you pointed out earlier, those starts were in LA, right? They were in Anaheim. Yeah. You figured, well, maybe it's different here at home. 2-2 now on Moncada. I mean, obviously that leadoff home run is not the type of thing to extend the confidence in that regard, but it's early. Let's see if he can settle it down. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away.
Lost part of the bat there.
Oops. Costly foul ball.
Nice changeup. Moves down and away. Moncada gets a piece, and we'll get a new bat. Clean break.
Yeah, clean break indeed. So he'll get the new one going. Meanwhile, that home run I mentioned, a 9th leadoff home run for Zach Neto, and that is a new Angels record. So we said he's having a good year. He's having a great year. 22 home runs now on the season for their leadoff man.
Has an outside chance of getting 30 home runs from the shortstop position.
2-2 pitch, and that's served foul. Moncada, meanwhile, .234 average, 11 home runs this year. He's 30 years old now. Originally from Cuba. As a 2-2 is in the dirt, and apparently he did not go. Jim Wolf, our third base umpire.
Ooh,
pretty close.
Yeah, that could have been a yes. In fact, I'd say it is a yes from that angle. He went, but didn't get the call.
So now a payoff pitch, and it's in there. Strike 3 call. Fastball at 99, and Moncada down looking.
Well, good challenge pitch from deGrom here, throwing a strike. 99 on the dish. Gets the first out of the game, but man, Moncada worked very hard there. Did you see 8 pitches in that at bat? Yeah, so I mean that's one thing the Angels did against deGrom in LA too, is make him throw a lot of pitches to get his outs.
I guess the upside is that Neto's at bat was a quick one.
Yeah.
So here's Ward now. He takes ball 1. Ward, another guy having a really good year. 30 home runs, 94 RBIs. And he comes up empty on the slider. 1-1. Hit that 30th home run of the year yesterday. And watches one outside. He's also sitting on 29 doubles. Today, August 25th. This one fouled over to the right side out of play, 2-2. So he has you would suspect, a pretty good shot at getting to 30-30. That is 30 homers, 30 doubles before the end of the month of August. Now, do you want to take a guess at who the last Angel was who did that?
Mike Trout. Shohei Ohtani?
Oh, you're right, Mike Trout. But
could have been either one, right?
Could have been, except how long ago do you think that was that Trout had 30 homers and 30 doubles before the end of August?
2019?
14.
Oh, wow.
2014.
Okay.
Payoff pitch. That's in the air out to right field. Hangs up a bit for Garcia, and he makes a catch. 2 away. I would have suspected that's the type of thing he did every year. And for that matter, like you say, Shohei could have done it in recent years, but 2014 the last time that Trout did it. He's not playing today. Scheduled off day today for Trout. 2 away. Here is Joe Adell, right fielder, and he swings and misses on strike 1.
I'll say this about the scouting report I have on Adell. Sometimes he's super aggressive and will swing at balls, and then sometimes he'll have a great eye on close pitches.
He rolls this one weakly to third base. Young on top of it, throws him out. And it ends the inning after the Neto leadoff homer on the first pitch of the game. So now it's up to these Rangers bats. When we come back, Josh Smith will lead it off from the left side. Wyatt Langford and Corey Seager coming up after him.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
For the Smith family, weeknights are full of activities. But Jim and Janie forgot about the most important one, dinner. But with Home Chef, dinner's never a plot twist. With all the fresh ingredients you need delivered to your door and flavors the whole family will love, your easy 4-serving dinners get rave reviews every night of the week. All thanks to Home Chef's family menu. Get 18 free meals when you visit homechef.com.
Rangers already playing catch-up here tonight after the Angels leadoff homer by Neto. The Rangers 66 and 66 coming into play, and they are 6.5 back of Houston in the West. It'll be Josh Smith at second base leading it off, Wyatt Langford and Corey Seager right after him. It's Peterson, Garcia, and Tellez in the middle of the lineup. Young at third base bats 7th. Heim catches, and Osuna in left field today will bat 9th.
Well, the Rangers are facing the righty, Jose Soriano, making his 27th start of the year. He has an 8-9 record, a 4-flat ERA. He will walk guys, so you can be patient and draw walks. Also gets a lot of ground balls. The arsenal: sinker, curve, split, fastball, and slider. Sinker is the one that he gets a lot of ground balls on.
So Smitty to lead it off, and he will take downstairs ball 1. And that scene that you just saw on that pitch might be a little bit of what we looked for tonight. Can the Rangers lay off some pitches out of the zone from Soriano? Because if they do, it should lead to extra base runners tonight. He's had a real issue with the walks this year. Here's 1-1, and that is lashed foul. He's showing up at 99 here in the first inning.
We have 2 of the harder throwing starting pitchers in the American League facing off against each other today.
You do. 2 guys who can get it right up there into triple digits at times. The 1-2 pitch and a little number foul. We'll do it again. Smith yesterday 1 for 4 with a walk. The last 9 games, though, just 4 hits and 29 at bats. The Rangers need his bat to get going. Today Smith starts at second base, and he takes outside. Bruce Bochy said before the ball game, talking about how he would handle that vacancy now with Marcus Semien on the injured list and done for the year, for the regular season anyway, that he would mix and match, use his best matchups for the night. And that one is just off the outside corner. And with regard to Smith tonight, he said, I want my left-handed bats in there who can be patient, because Soriano will walk guys, in particular lefties. Full count. And the 7th pitch of the at-bat is bounced left side of the infield. Okada throws out Smith, 1 away. Langford coming up. We take a look at our Ford leaderboard. Wyatt, since August 4th, a walk rate over 20%, 4th highest in all of baseball. 7 free passes in the last 6 games. That's the most in any 6-game span for Wyatt. And he'll take strike 1 here from Soriano. Langford with 19 home runs and 54 RBIs. Oh, there's a good breaking ball. That one is in there for a strike.
Well, this is the knuckle curve, and you can see right there rotation. Not a whole bunch of break there, but you can see the ball with the top spin catching the top of the zone.
2-strike pitch. And that fastball misses up.
Right there, that's when people say, oh, they're tunneling. What does tunneling mean? Well, he threw that breaking ball where it started above the zone, dropped into the top of it, then threw that fastball starting at the top of the zone, rising above it. Didn't get the swing, though.
1-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. Right, so those 2 pitches out of his hand and at least probably halfway to the plate look the same.
Yeah, they're in the same tunnel, a little bit high. One of them drops, one of them rises with speed.
The offering here to Langford, that is off the plate, 2-2. That one make you nervous?
A little bit.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, Soriano has a little bit more juice tonight on his fastball. Average fastball 97 for him, about 98, 99 so far.
It's 2-2. And that one's lined out to right field. Adele to his left. And he reels it in.
Well, this ball's hit well. Unfortunately, Joe Adele was playing in the right spot. Langford off the bat thinks he has a base hit, busting it out of the box, but Adele with about 6 or 7 steps to his left makes the play.
So now Seager. Corey was 2 for 5 yesterday, and he fouls that one back.
So against lefties, Soriano throws his split finger and his four-seamer. He doesn't throw those much at all to righties. So split finger throwing 181 of those, 160 of them to left-handed batters.
Seager fouls off that fastball, 0-2.
That's the four-seamer. Coming into this game, 189 four-seam fastballs, 153 of them to left-handed batters.
Well, Corey has legitimately good numbers against Soriano, but he strikes out on the splitter there. Soriano's first strikeout of the night. Rangers go in order, and they're half of the first. We'll go to the second inning.
PXG is proud of our nation's heroes, like past and present military, law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, nurses, and teachers. And it's no secret we give special pricing to all of our hero customers. It's also no secret that times are tough. And in our book, that makes everybody a hero. So now through August 31st, everybody qualifies for special heroes pricing on select clubs. Visit PXG.com now to learn more. PXG, you've never played like this before.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Once I had the operation, and the doctor came in and said, you know, you can't smoke anymore. I said, Doc, I'm through. And if you see me smoking a cigarette anyway, you can walk. I'll give you okay to walk up to me and slap me. I miss baseball. This is my life. And if Perry will have me back, I'm certainly wanting to come back and finish what we started.
Oh, yeah, the great Ron Washington. There's Wash. Great to see him in a baseball uniform today before the ball game, and obviously talking to the assembled media earlier this afternoon and officially revealing what had happened this year when he was removed from his coaching position for health concerns. A bypass surgery, though, to keep him going, and he says no more smoking, and he's committed to it.
It has to be tough to stop with how many years he'd smoked.
Yeah. Yeah. DeGrom's 2-strike pitch here to Rengifo, and that one is low and in. But anybody who's ever had the chance to spend a little time with Wash, well, they'll all tell you the same thing. They're better for it. Just delightful.
Well, I'm glad he scooped me out of the street when I was 2 years old.
That's right. This is fouled away, 1-2. Now, I had forgotten about that story, but the some say that Ron Washington saved your life as a little dingbat toddler.
And I decided when my dad was on the Twins, and so was Ron Washington and Gary Ward, that I decided I'd open up the door as my mom was driving the car and pulling into the apartment complex, and I fell out into the street, and Ron Washington and Gary Ward ran up as they were walking back to the apartment and scooped me up out of the street before anything else could happen.
Do you remember anything?
No.
From that? Okay.
I was 2.
Right. This one lined out to right field. Here comes Garcia, and he goes into a slide to make the catch. Not an easy play for El Bombi, but he takes care of it. 1 away.
Well, always great to get the first out, and we look at our team mobile coverage cam for this sliding grab from Adolis Garcia. Great play, and hits the ground pretty hard here. See his face at the end, but Jacob deGrom, you always love that, especially when it saves an extra base hit for the first out of the inning.
Indeed. Now, Travis d'Arnaud. We saw Adolis make a really nice play yesterday. Ended up on the highlight reels as this one has popped up near the mound. deGrom, a former shortstop, gets out of the way. And Young, the current third baseman, makes the catch. And that's 5 in a row retired now.
Well, if you hear me complain about pitchers can catch pop-ups, whenever it's behind the mound, that's always an infielder's ball. It's really always an infielder's ball, but you don't want your pitcher running behind the mound to catch those. Those are definitely ones the pitcher should get out of the way.
First pitch here to Logan O'Hoppe is outside. That was a moment of real vulnerability right there that you showed America.
Thanks. You know,
took some real courage.
They call me Vulnerable Mike sometimes.
It was a swing and a miss, 1-1. It's not that pitchers couldn't make that play, but it's the wiser move for them to be out of the way.
Running up a mound and then down a mound to catch a pop-up, not a good way to do it. And you have 4 guys behind that mound that can catch it.
So 1 pitch into this game, and the Angels were on top 1-0. And deGrom, perhaps irritated by that, has shut them down since. That one is a little high. 2-2. He's retired 5 in a row. Wants to get O'Hoppe right here and make it a perfect second inning. It's 2-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss, but that one just got a piece of it and went in and out of Heim's glove.
Boy, this was hard to get a piece of this. Watch this changeup move in and just ride in, and O'Hoppe gets a piece of it, then it gets a piece of his thigh.
So Jacob saw him shake. Now he gets the pitch he wants. Here he comes. The slider, and that is strike 3. O'Hoppe couldn't stop himself. Second strikeout of the night for deGrom.
Jacob deGrom gets the 1-2-3 inning and finishes it off with a slider chased by O'Hoppe. We go to the bottom of the second. Rangers looking to tie it up or take the lead.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers. Luxury is handcrafted and assembled in American factories and brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service. Which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
Marcus Semien fouled a ball off his left foot on Thursday in Kansas City, and after seeing multiple specialists, he said yesterday that he does have a fracture and is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. So definitely tough news for Marcus and for this team. It's just Marcus's second time on the IL in his career. The last time was all the way back in 2017. He said yesterday, hopefully we get back in this race and we will see where we're at that time.
Right. I mean, there's still a possibility that he could get himself back into a position to play. Let's say if the Rangers do get into the postseason and make a run there. Not out of the question that Marcus could contribute at that point. But the regular season, pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah, and if it's closer to 4 weeks, which I was listening to Chris Young on The Fan during his radio interview today, said probably 4 weeks is being a little bit too optimistic, but you need a little bit of time to swing the bat and get back into a rhythm to play good baseball, because at that point, if he's coming back, that would mean you're either close to making the playoffs or in the playoffs, and you'd want the best Marcus Semien in those situations.
For now, dealing with that challenge of having to watch but not being able to help, which is so hard for so many guys. Jack Peterson, the hitter here. A ball and 2 strikes. He'll take up and out. Soriano took care of the Rangers in the first inning. A ground out, a line out, and a strikeout. Jock, though, he's swinging one of the better bats in a Rangers uniform. The month of August has been good to him. And he strikes out swinging. Soriano's second strikeout tonight.
This Soriano scares me because I've always really liked what I've seen from him, his stuff. This is his second strikeout on the splitter. The first one to Seager is, if he has his command, his stuff is unbelievable. And I remember seeing him when he kind of broke in with the Angels going, oh, this kid could be really good someday.
Yeah, I think when obviously he has that sort of stuff, that high-end stuff. Just a matter of corralling it. So far tonight, it looks like he's had a pretty good handle on it. But I also think it's one of those things that can disappear in an instant.
He's very erratic. And that's where right now he looks like he could have a dominant game. But to your point, next batter, 2-0.
And that one finds the inside corner on Garcia. Strike 1.
But if you're going to dot at 99, that's going to be tough.
Pretty hard for anybody to deal with that. Adolis yesterday 1 for 2 with a double, walked twice, stole a couple of bases. 2-1 pitch, and he'll take a curveball for strike 2.
Oh, I mean, this is nasty right here. After throwing hard in 99, that ball starting in and then breaking to the middle.
There's a swing. That one hit well to center, but Teodosio makes the catch. 2 gone. Now our Chevy under the hood. Rowdy Tellez coming to the plate, and here's why we decided to do this now. Look at the longest home runs in this ballpark since mid-July. Rowdy with 3 of the 6 longest home runs here, including that bomb yesterday, 426 feet. And he'll take strike 1. Left-handed hitter. Gives the Rangers great power there against these right-handed starters. And he shoots that the other way, foul.
Here's the home run yesterday. And the Powder Blues got a cutter. Belt high, had fouled off quite a few curveballs. And then got a pitch he could handle and drilled it into the Rangers' pen.
1 ball and 2 strikes now on Rowdy. So 15 home runs for the year. To go with that 227 average. And the pitch. It's inside. 2-2.
Does that set up another split?
Well, I guess, like, if you're guessing along, if you're Rowdy trying to guess along, that would be top of the list. But of course, you can't sit on that. 2-2 pitch, and it's the sinker, and he strikes out swinging. 3 strikeouts for Soriano in his first 2 innings. And the Rangers looking a little frustrated here early on. It's 1-0.
MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, available wherever you get your podcasts. SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Some moments are too big to miss.
Did he do it? He did! 4 home runs for Kurtz! Another 103-mile-an-hour heater. Cal Raleigh, when will we stop being amazed?
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen.
What a play! Oh, my goodness!
Plus, highlights and reactions from the moments that matter most.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and play our baseball.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
And Resorts, game within the game is the starters versus Cleveland. 21 innings pitched, only 1 earned run. That's a .43 ERA, the lowest in a single series since June 25th through the 27th, 2019 at Detroit. The lowest in a home series since 2005.
Well, he goes to work in the 3rd inning. And his first pitch to Nico Cavadas. A breaking ball, and that curve had a lot of horizontal break to it, and way in for a ball. And there's the curveball in for a strike. So a couple of softies here to the left-handed hitter. Cavadas playing at just his 5th game with the Angels this year. Catch up to the fastball there, 1-2.
When deGrom throws his curveball, 84% of them are to left-handed hitters.
Home 2 pitch, and that ball's hit hard over first, and that's foul. We'll do it again. Okay, so the curveball, 84% of his curveballs to lefties, and his changeup probably similar.
He's throwing 237 changeups coming into this game, 208 of them to lefty-handed hitters.
So even a higher percentage.
The reason I said 84% coming in this game, he threw 101 curveballs and 84 of them to lefties. So I was like, I think that's right around 84%.
Fouled away. Well, you told us the other day you did take math in high school.
Yeah.
So
they made me for all 4 years.
Yeah, so you are qualified for that kind of activity.
4 straight years of math. Ages 14 to 18.
4-year letterman in math. 1-2 and a swing and a miss. Cavadas strikes out. So deGrom with 3 strikeouts now tonight.
Well, let's watch how good deGrom stuff is. We go fastball up, swing and miss. There's the changeup. Fouled off, just down the line foul. Then heater up, and then the finishing pitch. The breaking ball swings over the top.
Little chopper down to 3rd base. And Teodosio, quick out. They're 2 away. So the lineup turns over, and we slide over for Academy Sports and Outdoors. Well, deGrom gave up the home run to this man, Zach Neto. to start the game on the very first pitch. He has since retired 8 in a row. And as Mike pointed out a little bit ago, Neto has a certain level of comfort hitting against deGrom. Now 4 for 7 against him with that home run. As a leadoff hitter, he's done a good job driving in runs.
75 from Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah. Seem like a lot to you?
Yes.
1-1 on Neto.
By the way, the only way Neto's gotten out against deGrom is strikeout. 4 for 7 with 3 Ks.
Okay, well, let's just chalk that
if he
up
makes
right now.
contact, watch out.
2-1. Well, I'm just going to put it in right now. K. Swinging or looking?
I saw yours. You put swinging.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with you. I'll go off a slider.
Oh, I like that. Even more detail. The 2-1. There's a swing and a miss on the changeup.
That's the rare changeup to a right-handed hitter. But you know what? He might be trying different things. Obviously, Neto has his number, so he's going to switch up maybe some sequences that he would usually go to.
Well, the 2-2. And that's a beauty. A strikeout looking. Right on the outside corner.
Well, deGrom has it going after the leadoff home run. He gets 2 strikeouts in the 3rd inning. 1 on the slider, the other on the fastball looking. deGrom 4 strikeouts in the game through 3. Rangers coming up trailing 1-0.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Innings. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte. He's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin. Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
All right, welcome back in our Defy Wire Cam as Jasper takes us on a little ride here. Down the line toward home. 1-0 game in the first pitch. That one swung on and rolled up the middle. Josh Young, the first base runner of the night for the Rangers. He has their first hit.
Well, good job being ready to hit first pitch. Gets a fastball, belt high, hits it hard on the ground, up the middle, and puts the Rangers in business today.
Yeah, now we get to see how Soriano looks out of the stretch here. And dealing with the complication of a base runner. He'll run one tight on Jonah, ball 1.
Question. Has Jonah been using the Evan Carter style bat? Or is this his first game to do this?
Oh, with the oh
Yeah.
no, I haven't noticed if he has been using.
Yeah, if he
that.
has, I haven't noticed either.
And it is the type of thing you do kind of find yourself looking at, right? It jumps out at you when you see that big counterweight at the knob of the bat.
Yeah.
Normally it's just a little, a little flare of wood to keep your hand on the bat. That's a counterweight. That one is in there for a strike, 2-1. And what it does is it makes the bat move quicker. And it gets to the zone a little faster when you have a counterweight near the hands. Jack Nicklaus used to do that with his golf clubs. He would have his guy put on grips. He'd put a penny up at the top and then put the grip on, because it provided like this little extra weight up near the hands. It would create just quicker, I guess, club head speed. And the same thing happens with the bat, right? That bat will whip through a little faster.
Okay. Nice to know for Evan Carter. I think, you know, it keeps his bat path flatter.
Interesting, and maybe that's part of what Jonah's trying to get out of this. 2-2. How's that one down? So Young is on with a base hit. And Jonah trying to keep the line moving, maybe advance Young to second base. Jonah, 9 homers, 38 RBIs. Here it is. And a little bouncer up the middle. That could be 2. And it is. Easy play for Zach Neto. 6 unassisted to 3 double play.
Well, that's the second ground ball out for the Rangers. This is going to lead to 2 outs on 1 ground ball, but coming into the game, that's something that Soriano gets a lot of, his outs. A lot of them are on ground balls.
Seventh double play off the bat of Jonah Heim this year. Osuna, the batter, and he'll take strike 1. Alejandro batting 9th today, a 148 average with a home run. Watch one outside. So Soriano didn't have to deal with a base runner very long. Looks like he's got his good stuff here tonight. This is the first time through the lineup, and Osuna rolls it to second base. Rengifo bobbled and then gathered it up in time to get Osuna. The inning is over. That was a little exciting there at the end, though. To the 4th inning tonight. Angels with a 1-0 lead.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Some moments are too big to miss.
Did he do it? He did! 4 home runs for Kurtz! When will we stop being amazed?
MLB Tonight brings you closer to the biggest plays from around the league as they happen.
What a play!
Plus, highlights and reactions from the moments that matter most.
We just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and play our baseball.
MLB Tonight, only on MLB Network.
We missed you. Come on inside.
One of the more rare feats in the history of baseball.
He's going to be a perennial all-star MVP frontrunner.
It's a unique athlete, a unique talent.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Top of the 4th inning, Angels lead by 1. Jacob deGrom back on the mound for the Rangers, coming off his first skip start of the season. And I think the only person who thought it was a reasonable expectation for Jacob deGrom to make every start this season was Jacob deGrom, who said he really wanted to make that start last week, but he said that time through the rotation, his arm just didn't bounce back how it normally does. It was a little bit more sore than normal, so he let people know, and they got it checked out just to be careful. Dr. Meister told him it was probably just a workload thing because he hasn't pitched this much in a really long time. deGrom said, could I have pitched? Probably, but I just didn't. Ultimately, we felt like it wasn't a good deal or a good idea. And Bruce Bochy said today that we'll treat this start as normal. He says he feels great, but with that in mind, we'll still keep a watchful eye on him.
What's huge about Jacob deGrom is knowing himself, and this is where veteran, mid-30s, it comes into play, because when you're a younger guy, you kind of don't want to be that honest with your staff at times. And sometimes you'll pitch through things you shouldn't pitch through, or you won't tell anybody, and maybe you can pitch through it, but it's just great. There's professional people that the Rangers pay quite a bit of money to make sure that if there's something bugging you, you can get it right and you can pitch or back off for a start or two.
There's a swing and a miss at the fastball up, and he takes care of Moncada here in the 4th inning.
Well, both pitchers, besides the first pitch of the game, this is complete and total domination. And Moncada's bat is not in the zone when it's time to hit that ball. Soriano and deGrom, besides one pitch, completely dominating the hitters tonight.
Yeah, it has a similar feel to that last series with the Guardians, where the Rangers starters were just oppressively dominant for Cleveland hitters, and then the Rangers bats did get going in that series. It took a little while. Ward now watches one outside. Starting staff that's been the best in baseball this year.
Jack's learning. Evaldi's teaching.
Yeah, it's been a great combination. Evaldi, man, I'd say it's like having an extra coach on the field, but that doesn't quite do it justice. The 2-1. And deGrom just a little bit off with that one. 3 balls and a strike. Well, those are some crazy numbers right there for that series against the Guardians. 3 starts of at least 7 innings, 4 or fewer hits, and 1 or 0 earned runs. Last time they did something like that, 1977, as Ward walks here in the 4th inning.
You can put that walk on me. I was talking too great about the starting pitchers, Dave. It's me.
It's the Mike Bassett jinx.
Well, one more walk on my leisure.
Yeah. Well, go home tonight. Think about how you can be better tomorrow. Joe Adell, not now. You need you to stay for the next couple innings anyway. Adell 0 for 1. And he takes strike 1 here. Rangers walked 1 batter in that Cleveland series. At least I take that back. Mel Kelly had 2 yesterday. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Joe Adell.
So Adell's chasing today. We'll see if he keeps chasing, but that's his 2nd chase of this game. So he seems to be the aggressive Joe Adell tonight.
The chase Adell. That's the version we get here. Grounded out in the 1st inning. And deGrom strikes him out swinging. Lost the bat and everything.
Well, deGrom doesn't hit his spot. You can see Jonah sets in, but at 98 miles an hour, Adell can't catch up and loses the bat.
Everybody's going to have to pay for that one. Listen, if I'm going to strike out, you guys are taking some collateral damage. That's 11 whiffs tonight for deGrom, and he had 6 strikeouts already. Rengifo, the hitter. And that's a beauty. Good changeup there for a strike.
Jonas framed up a couple balls that have been borderline.
Ward off first. It's quickly 0-2.
It's like 90 bottom of the zone, 97 top of the zone. Good luck.
It makes it a little tough. DeGrom, one of the best in his generation. His 0-2. 1-2 to count to Rengifo. He was a little off with that one.
Not a bad miss, though.
Nope.
Missed on the side he wanted to throw the ball to. Couple shakes.
1-2 pitch. And a ground ball, and that one is just past Young into left field. So Rengifo is on.
Okay, so deGrom's going to have to pitch with a runner in scoring position here. Give Rengifo a lot of credit. He goes back to the changeup down. He puts it in play, and with only one defender over on the left side, gets a base hit.
So it's Travis d'Arnaud. A couple of base runners here. Angels were just swept by the Cubs this weekend. They went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position in that series.
Well, this can be a little scary because d'Arnaud has 2 home runs off of deGrom in his career.
Yep, he is the other guy in the lineup other than Zach Neto, who has hit deGrom okay, and he shoots that out towards center field. That drops in for a hit. Langford charging it, throws to the plate. The throw is high, though. I mean, way high. And it allows Rengifo to go to third. And now going to second base. There's nobody home there. d'Arnaud moves into scoring position. So that did not work out very well.
Well, just a breaking ball that doesn't break there. Slider that doesn't slide. d'Arnaud takes advantage of it, and here for Wyatt, he gives it his all, but unfortunately he releases the ball way too early, which makes the ball go way too high. And right there, Smith covering first. Here's the ball just released way too early, and you could see Langford, as soon as he released the ball, shook his head like, dang it.
He knew. But the throw being so wildly off target, that is so high and far over the head of Heim, made it easy for Rengifo to go to third. And then once deGrom came up with the ball back there, I think there was just relief that he got the ball. d'Arnaud looked at second. There was nobody there. So he just ran to second base. Even if deGrom wanted to throw him out, he couldn't. You need somebody to catch it.
The only thing I could say you could do there is, as Rowdy sees the ball way over his head, his job is over as the cutoff man, and he can start running to second base. So that's the thing that Rowdy, if you're looking, well, what could you have done different there with Smith covering first, Seager going to third base, is Rowdy, as he sees that ball way over his head, can run to second base to cover that base. But then that's a long throw for deGrom to make from where he caught the ball.
1-1. And that went in there for a strike. So the Angels got a run in the first, the homer by Neto. Travis d'Arnaud delivers an RBI single here in the 4th inning. And deGrom to O'Hoppe outside.
And when we've watched these Angels, they don't quit on innings. They don't quit on games. They've battled these Rangers pitchers.
And they've been, Pevsky, in division play for the Rangers has not been great this year. 2-2, and a swing and a miss. O'Hoppe strikes out, and the inning is done. But the Angels add a run. Last to the 4th coming up. And the Angels leading the Rangers 2-0.
As a contractor, I find sometimes the most impactful thing you can say is what you do on your own home. A couple of years ago, we put a pool in our backyard, my wife and I. There was only one choice for the decking around the new pool. We used TimberTech because of the low maintenance on the product. You can install it and just enjoy it for its lifetime.
Epay, Redwood. I mean, after 1 year, you're sanding and refinishing if you want to keep that sharp look. If you don't want to sand and oil every year, you want low maintenance, go with TimberTech.
We got hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. My, oh my. This guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Angels lead by 2 after an RBI single from Travis d'Arnaud. Now, Dave and Mike, you mentioned that he has 2 home runs off deGrom in his career, but he's also caught more games for deGrom than any other catcher in deGrom's career. He caught 60 games for him when they were teammates with the Mets from 2014 to 2019. And Jacob told me the other day that he's a really weird at-bat for him because he called a really good game when he was with the Mets. He received the ball really well, and they had so many pitchers meetings together that he knew exactly what he was trying to do. He says that's why it's so weird, because he knows what I'm trying to do when I'm on the mound.
Do you have anybody like that, Mike, when you were playing?
Every hitter I face.
Oh. They all knew too much.
Yeah. God, how do they know that I got nothing again tonight?
Well, this will be interesting now. Second time through the order for Soriano. And a good curveball. Finds the strike zone to Josh Smith. Will the Rangers maybe have a different level of comfort or a different plan against Soriano this time? 0-2 the count.
I'd like Soriano to start throwing some more hittable pitches. This is one of the Rangers have had their struggles hitting at times this year, but right now Soriano is not getting much to hit.
There's a base hit out into right field. Smith aboard to start the 4th inning. What else would you like?
Well, they say in Nebraska, I'd like some runzas this inning. Josh Smith staying back on the splitter. That's been the pitch he's gone to strike out the lefties. He goes to it here. Smith stays back just enough to get the hit.
All right, a base runner for Wyatt Langford. And Wyatt takes outside. Wyatt lined out to right field in the 1st inning. He's reached base safely now in 14 straight. And he hits this one right side of the infield. The throw to second base takes care of Smith, though. Play there by Cavadas.
This is a nice play off the bat. I thought this might find the hole with holding on the runner, but he makes a nice backhanded play and the always shifty, awkward 3-4 for Force out.
Yeah, those are never really straightforward. But they get the out, 1 away. Langford with good speed over there, and Seager fouls that one off. Strike 1. Mentioned last time Corey was up that he was 4 for 9 against Soriano with a home run. So there's some comfort there for Corey, although he did strike out in the 1st inning. Right-hander's 1-strike pitch, and that's fouled away. Really good career numbers against the Angels as well. Seager in his career, and that's 64 games. He's hit .325 against him. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I'll say this, coming into tonight, Soriano 7.5% throws that splitter, but tonight that's his 8th split finger in less than 50 pitches. So he's using that pitch a lot more than normal.
On the ground, second base. Rengifo shovels it to second. Neto can make the turn to first. And just like that, the inning is done. The Rangers have hit into 2 double plays tonight. Well, 4 innings in the books. The Rangers trailing 2-0.
I'm Jesse's uncertainty, and I really thought house projects were my time to shine. One little, "Are you sure?" He gets stuck before he even got started. But Jesse's changed because of Thumbtack. With their guides, he knows exactly what to do and who to hire, and his house is looking great. Where does that leave me?
Uncertainty doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
Weight Loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them, 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Before he was feared on the field, Ronald Acuna Jr. was chasing wins on a different kind of field. For the Acuñas, El Béisbol was a story told in fastballs and late-night rematches. Every loading screen was a part of the strategy. Smash de botones. Smash de jonrones. That's how La Bestia was born.
Oh, Mike, it is our 5th inning presented by your North Texas Audi dealers. The Angels have the early lead, 2-0. Jacob deGrom has been racking up the strikeouts, but give the Angels credit. They have managed to muster a couple of runs early on in this one. Doesn't take away from the fact that Jacob looks pretty sharp tonight. Cavadas the batter. And he watches a big breaking ball just outside, ball 1. Nico Cavadas just in his 5th big league game. So that's a pretty tough draw for a guy, but he looks comfortable. Long strike with that foul ball, 1-1. Big strong dude from South Bend, Indiana. Holds off there. That's strike 2.
Didn't go to Notre Dame, did he?
I don't think he did. Maybe he did. I have to look it up. Let me know. Get back to me on that.
I will.
1-2 pitch. And it's up and out.
University of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
11th round pick in 2021 by the Red Sox.
Boy, very controlled breathing. Did you see that? I mean, it looked like he was very deliberate. Yeah. Well, they say that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, I think they tell everybody to do that.
Breathe?
Yeah.
2-2 in the dirt. It's a full count. Another long at bat. Another one of these good battles by these Angels hitters. They've made it a little tougher tonight. 3-2 on the way. And that's fouled over to the left side.
I think you do have to wonder, as you're getting to the mid-70s pitch count in the 5th inning, how much they want to push deGrom in this game after having to start off.
So having the 1 start off, that doesn't like take you back a peg, does it?
No, especially this late in the year.
My goodness, that was rifled right by deGrom, if not through him. Cavadas retired on a 6-3 putout. He can smile about it now, but that thing was close. Jeez.
Well, let's look at our Yingling flight cam and Jacob deGrom. I mean, if you're not stretching, I don't know if you can make that move and pull that Heine in and get out of the way there.
It's 108 miles per hour. Not a lot of time to decide how to react to that. Teodosio fouls that one back.
I don't think there's many pitchers quick enough to get out of the way of that.
I'm not so sure he did, right? I think the move
was after
like,
the ball.
I think the ball was probably past him. Check swing roller, and that's going to be a foul ball. Jonah Heim. Yeah, that's a dad move right there, isn't it? It's like, well, you got to touch it. Yeah, well, you don't have to touch it with your hand. I'll just pick it. Pick it up, Junior.
Got it.
Somebody else take care of it. Do everything around here. The pick up around you guys. 0-2. Look good, and it's just a tad low. So he's closing in on 80 pitches. And the slider misses.
You know what I noticed about deGrom as this season's progressed, and maybe I just didn't notice early in the year, maybe he didn't do it, is he seems to always look back at his landing spot after pitches that he kind of has bigger misses with.
I'm with you. 2-2. There have been some times,
see right there,
when he's really been frustrated with the mound. Not here. It might have actually been in Anaheim.
Yeah, it was in Anaheim, but you can see here he kind of always is brushing where he lands. I'll have to find out about that.
Well, the long right-hander deals 3-2, and that's a roller third base. Young fires it across in time, and Teodosio turned back. Ground ball outs. Turn it over to the top of the order. Zach Nettle. Let's check in with Laura.
You know, guys, I actually asked deGrom about that 2 days ago, about why he's always looking down at the mound after a bad pitch, and he told me, well, most of the time I'm just pouting. But he did say that last start in Toronto, he and Chris Bassett kept landing in the exact same spot, and the two texted each other afterwards and said, you're hogging my spot on the mound.
Yeah, you could see that it was bothering both of them in that one. Well, that's fair. Because I would say that it's what it kind of looks like, right? Frustration. Yeah. I don't know. Pouting might be a kind of a harsh self-criticism, but just fussy. We all get that way sometimes, Mike. And when that's the case, what a friend would do, would just be extend a little grace.
All right.
So like, hey, I can see you're having a tough day.
I feel like you're talking directly to me about when you're having tough days, and I just say deal with it.
Definitely talking to you. There's a swing. 2-1 the count. I'm just saying, as opposed to, let's say, piling on a guy.
Yeah.
And saying like, geez, you're in a lousy mood today. What's your problem? You know, that's really not a way to treat a friend.
It's a way.
Well, fair enough. 2-1. That's down the line foul. 2-2.
Like I said, I'm an irritator.
Yes, you are. And I need to talk to Sue about that. I was thinking recently, yeah, it is tough during the baseball season. We spend so much time away from our families. I'd like to see you spend more time with Sue. It's a 2-2, and that one is just a smidge low. '20th pitch of the inning coming up here for deGrom. Neto's been a tough customer. And he just does pull that one foul.
Yeah, these last two innings got the pitch count up. There's a lot of movement in the Rangers' pen. I'll say as a relief pitcher at times, you have an idea coming into a game on how many pitches your starting pitcher has. So there's been a lot of guys running around, stretching, getting ready for possibly that phone to ring.
Yeah, I mean, It's starting to feel like this will be his last inning. Seventh pitch of the at-bat to Neto. Look out. And he'll lose him to the walk. Well, I guess if you're going to walk a guy, you might as well get his heart rate up. Neto will go to first. Mike Maddox looking like he wants to go visit. And he will. And that gives us time here. Make a little space for Baylor Scott and White Health.
Get the back care you need and get back to life fast.
Well, that is kind of my thing.
Healthcare that keeps you in motion. It's not complicated.
All right, so let's take a look at that last pitch that he just threw.
Nothing intentional there. That one just got away. To your point, if a guy's been hitting you pretty good this season, then it wasn't intentional, but you make him a little less excited the next time he hits against deGrom.
Yep. Just have that image. Understand that that is there, and maybe don't dig in next time. So Neto is on. Moncada 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Long hold. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. That was longer than usual. Neto does run well. 23 steals this year and caught 9 times. So I guess under the circumstances wanted to keep him as close as possible in a 2-0 game. Okay. It was a fairly healthy lead.
Well, some of the stadiums where we're closer down, we can see the pitcher's eyes. We can't see the pitcher's eyes from up here. We'll see him looking at the clock and waiting till that clock hits 2 or 1 if they're going to have a long hold.
It's outside, 1-1. So this will be his 90th pitch of the ball game. There it is, and a bouncer up the middle. Smith has it. Good shovel to second, and they take care of Neto there to end the inning. So deGrom gets through 5 today. Hoping the bats can bail him out a little bit here as we go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0.
Right this second, at some girls' night somewhere, someone really wants a soda. But that same someone wants a better for you drink. You know, that doesn't taste so basic. What if there were a better soda?
Hi, I'm Allison, but they call me Mommy Poppy.
Okay, wait.
You deserve better. Drink a Poppy. No fakeness here.
Pizza?
Okay, major green flag. A soda with 5 grams of sugar? That's the real plot twist.
I always forget the pizza when they get the Poppy on top.
This is not Viagra. It's Rose Sparks. Made with 2 active ingredients instead of just 1, it dissolves under your tongue to work faster. Rose Sparks contain tadalafil, which stays active for up to 36 hours for around-the-clock results. Earn a round of applause with Rose Sparks. Connect with the provider and see if they're right for you at ro.co/OMG.
This man survived a 4-hour flight delay, crying baby, and 2 coffee spills. But you'd never know. Why? His Jack Archer Jet Setter Tech Pants. Wrinkle-free, stain-resistant, and ready for anything. Upgrade your wardrobe today and get 15% off at jackarcher.com/TV.
Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Rangers baseball on RSN is brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. And by your North Texas Chevy dealers. Chevy drives Texas. Well, it's time for this Rangers lineup maybe to show a little fight in this one. They have been held in check by Soriano, who has faced the minimum through 4 innings. Jack Peterson leads it off in this bottom of the 5th, and he takes strike 1. Peterson, Garcia, Tellez. Rangers do have 2 singles tonight, but those were followed by a couple of ground ball double plays. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jock.
Well, I did see a lot of Angels during batting practice giving Ron Washington some big hugs. So Wash being here, a little bit more inspiration for the Angels tonight.
Give them a little perspective perhaps on how they're going about their days, that kind of thing.
It made me realize that this team has not seen Ron Washington in a long time.
Ray Montgomery has been the interim manager, and it's not an easy job, especially replacing a guy like Wash. 1-2 pitch and a swing and a foul ball. Peterson stays alive. Jock struck out in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-2. So Soriano, who has had so much trouble with walks this year, has not issued a walk yet today. Jock hits this one on the ground, and that's doing a right field a base hit. I think it's safe to say that's the best contact we've seen by a Rangers hitter today.
Agreed. Gets a ball above the belt, gets on top of it, crushes a ground ball in between 1st and 2nd here. And all right, let's see if the Rangers can avoid that double play ball.
Well, Garcia takes one in near the hands. Dolis flew out to center field in the 2nd inning. That one is taken for a strike. 1-1. First game of this series. Play again tomorrow night and Wednesday evening. Not a day game on Wednesday, but a night game. We'll wrap up the homestand. Small lead for Peterson. Garcia swings and misses. Rangers are in a spot right here, though, where with 1 big swing, they could tie this game. And the home run has been a big part of the Rangers' offense on this homestand, and that series with the Guardians. They did a nice job slugging. Downstairs, 2-2. Yeah, a year ago, the last time they had more home runs in a series than they did against the Guardians. There's a ball in the dirt, so a full count. Good job by Garcia to work his way back in this.
Yeah, and darn no, how in the world did he make that look so easy? That ball wasn't even close to home plate. Yeesh. He was like, yeah, no problem.
So Peterson leading again. 3-2 to Adolis. And a swing and a miss. He strikes out on the fastball.
Well, this is just that sinker that runs down and in and gets Adolis over the top.
One away.
This stuff is nasty. And that's a tough pitch to make contact on.
We've seen Soriano plenty. There's a breaking ball fouled away. It does look like, by the way, with these left-handed hitters. I mean, I don't know it's a perfect pattern, but man, it is that big curve.
Yeah.
For the first pitch, it seems like, especially to the big, strong left-handed hitters.
And then heaters, and then finish with the split.
Yeah, I mean, it seems predictable almost to me. Easier, I guess, to watch from up here and make that observation. 1-1. But this is the 4th time the Rangers have seen Soriano this year. 1-1. It's downstairs. Definitely the best they've seen of Soriano this year. They had 10 hits off him in 5 2/3 innings back in April right here at Globe Life Field. Now time called. As Darno grabbed the shin guard of Alex McKay to ask for timeout. And that's ball 3.
Dave, as you're looking at box scores there, I looked at it. Soriano has walked at least a batter in every game he's pitched this year.
Yeah. 64 walks coming in. Hasn't walked anybody tonight, though. The 3-1. And that is strike 2. Double checking with McKay. Good pitch.
Yeah, right call. Didn't hit a spot, but good location to miss for a strike.
Fifth inning and a 2-0 game. Runner goes. There's a swing and a ground ball. Second base. Rengifo goes over to first. And they get Tellez, but by putting Jock in motion, they stay out of the double play. 2 gone. We have time for Chalk Talk Casinos and Resorts. Josh Young now would visit first. It's the first time today Soriano has had to deal with a runner at second base.
Yeah, you know what's interesting here, and not a pitching coach, but man, Soriano's in such a good rhythm. He just came back from 3-1, got Rowdy to hit a ground ball, double play. Luckily, the Rangers were in motion. Kind of want to leave my guy alone and let him keep pitching here. I feel like now you're kind of putting in his head a little bit of what you're saying. Hey, there's a runner on second. I'm like, man, just let him keep pitching. He's doing great.
No, I think it's a good point, right? Now, all you've done, depending on what the conversation was, but why introduce any doubt?
Yeah, why, and also kind of interrupt the rhythm that he's in this inning.
So, who knows? Barry Enright, the conversation not a long one, back into the dugout now. But Young, a chance to get the Rangers on the board, and he takes a little bit outside for a ball. Josh had a base hit in the 3rd inning. About to see the 20th pitch of the inning for Soriano. One and one. One of those swings where the top hand came off.
Yep. That's that knuckle curve that's been working well for Soriano. Came off the bat. Stayed on his body.
You're right. Thank you. That's a very good point. 1-1. Fouled away, and it's strike 2.
Well, we've seen a lot this year. Pitchers go to that fastball above the zone on Josh Young that he's struggled to make contact on. We'll see if that's where Soriano wants to go here, or maybe he'll throw another one of those knuckle curves.
Well, Josh, the potential tying run, 5th inning. And he swings and misses at the curveball. And he wasn't even close. Curveball wasn't either. inning is over. Rangers leave a man at second. 6th inning coming up tonight here in Arlington. It's 2-0 Angels.
Where did you get these seats?
I got a guy.
You've got a guy. You gotta use Game Time for concert tickets. It's also the best way to guarantee you're getting the lowest price to your favorite artist, even at the last minute.
What time is it? It's game time!
All right. So that's one pair of glasses.
Yep.
With prescription lenses. Plus anti-reflective lens coating.
Oh.
Scratch-resistant coating.
Did I choose?
UV protection. Award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's also me. Free returns, free exchanges, and free frame adjustments for life.
And how much more is that?
Oh, it's all included at Warby Parker.
So my glasses
are still just $95.
Oh.
Surprise! I just get excited.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte! He's done it one more time!
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin. Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Let's take a look at our Rally House on-field looks, and it's Jacob deGrom who threw 5 innings tonight. You see the outs on the 4-seamer 7, the slider 6, a couple each on the changeup and curveball, the strikeouts, and his night is done. He was 90 pitches in after 5 innings, so the Rangers take him out of the ball game and bring on Luis Curvelo. So he's going to try to keep this game where it's at and see if the Rangers can get on the board and possibly tie this one up.
This game has a funny feel to it. As Curvelo will deal with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. My feeling is that the bullpen can be effective for the Rangers tonight. That we are a long way from being done. There could still be a lot of offense in this one. That's a really good pitch, just missed. 2-0 on Ward.
We talked about Ward's power. He's in a power count right here.
He can be sitting on whatever he wants. And he takes a fastball for a strike.
It's a nice 2-0 pitch from the young Curvelo right there to hit the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's really trying to work that lower portion of the zone. He's just a tad off, though, a little bit low on most of these. 30 homers, 94 RBIs for Ward. What a year he's having. And there's a strike. Curvelo committed to that bottom of the zone.
Boy, if you can hit that spot again, you're probably going to be in pretty good shape getting an out. Best case scenario, maybe he takes that ball opposite field for a hit.
Time called. Time taken by Ward. Ward, 8 years with the Angels, a first-round pick in 2015. And he just does get a piece there.
Threw that same pitch again, same spot.
Another lengthy at bat for an Angels hitter. Curvelo to the dish, and that is outside, ball 4. So Ward walks to open the 6th inning.
So we'll see as this inning goes on. Curvelo did not execute a breaking ball in that at bat. He was able to execute some of his fastballs, but his breaking ball, he was pulling into that left-hander's batter's box.
Ward is on, and he's pretty good at that. Historically been a good on-base guy, so he's aboard for Adele. And there's strike 1. Adele is grounded out and struck out 0 for 2. Very much a celebrated rookie on his way up. Former first-round pick, Adele. And he watches it off the plate. He got called up as a 21-year-old. He struggled. A lot of people wondered if that was maybe a little aggressive. But they've stuck with him. They've been patient with him. There's a good fastball, strike 2 on Adele.
Good pitch here. That 2020 COVID season messed up a lot of development from players, and he kind of fell into that category. Should we just send him up and see how he does? We don't really have the minor leagues.
And I don't think that was a terrible idea. The 1-2, that looked pretty good. Strike 3 called. Adele goes down looking, 1 away in the 6th.
Well, great job here from Curvelo to finish him off. What I talked about is Adele, very aggressive today. It's the aggressive Adele. And then he takes strike 3. Right, his foot wasn't down at all. That ball got on him in a hurry.
So, then Hifo now, and he'll pop one up near second base. It's the second out of the inning.
He's able to execute a breaking ball there. First pitch.
It's a new baseball.
That's a good ball. It got him 1 pitch and an out.
And would somebody have asked for it anyway?
I don't know. But I guess if you look, I don't know if what was wrong with that ball, but if you look at, maybe there's a little pine tar on it, or there's just a little mark on it. Now guys are like, they're afraid when that ball spins that they'll be able to see it better if there's a mark on the ball.
Crazy. There's a slider that misses to d'Arnaud. When you were playing, would you have taken that and used that little smudge or mark to your advantage?
If there was a scuff, maybe. But it mattered how I felt that day and where my command was at.
It's a big foul ball right there by d'Arnaud. 1-1.
Nowadays, I just can't imagine a scuff ball stays in the game. I mean, it seems like if there's contact with a ball, it's gone.
Because clearly, a lot of pitchers, they just throw them away.
Yeah.
1-1. And there's strike 2. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. Well, there was a time, wasn't that long ago, where pitchers would look for any imperfection on that ball because they could use that to make it move.
Yeah. I bet guys don't even know how to do it now.
Probably not. 1-2. And that one is lined softly over first, and that's going to be trouble. Into the corner for d'Arnaud. Ward into third. They're aggressively waving him. Here comes the throw, not in time. Ward scores from first on the d'Arnaud double. And once again, d'Arnaud in particular, but an opposing catcher, does damage against the Rangers.
Yeah. And 2 outs here. Not a horrible pitch, not a great pitch. Right here, Smith, if he makes a good throw here, you have an out. So you'll see when Heim catches the ball, he's not to home plate yet, but the throw is on that first base side, so there's nothing Heim can do except catch it.
So it's Logan O'Hoppe, and he'll take that slider off the plate.
Does 3 feel like a lot tonight?
3 does feel like a pretty big number tonight, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The Rangers, at this point, I think the idea is going to be find a way to get into that bullpen, because certainly the longer that Soriano goes, the shorter the night for the Rangers. He has been unrelenting so far. There's a strike. And that third run, that run we just saw, it definitely makes the game feel a lot different. Travello's 2-1. Did it go? They want an appeal. Apparently not.
No, didn't go.
Corello doesn't even look at second. This ball is blasted out to left field, but Osuna has it measured, and the inning is over. Angels add another run, though. Bottom of the 6th inning coming. Angels right now.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire.
MLB Big Inning, every game night on MLB.tv.
We got our hands up in the air.
My, oh my. Well, that's a great baseball comment. And good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Goodbye, Snakes alive.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Good morning. Love spending our day with you.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Let your swing get you back to 50-50.
Interviews with the players.
Paul Games. This is game-changing, people.
If I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no.
And a little bit.
It's a scam. No one's that happy.
This is a look of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
All right, our home plate coverage presented by Firestone Complete Auto Care. You see the strikeouts of the Angels, and we'll show you the hits of the Rangers from our camera in the dirt right in front of home plate.
Well, Soriano comes out again here in the 6th inning. He's faced one over the minimum.
He hasn't walked a guy. We talked about it earlier. Every start he's had this year, he's walked at least one guy. The Angels have drawn 3 walks tonight, and 2 of them have scored.
Well, Jonah Heim starts things off, and he will watch one on the corner for a strike. Jonah hit into a double play in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1. Rangers just wrapped up a series with the Guardians. And the Guardians were ahead of the Rangers in the wild card standings when we started that series. But man, the Rangers had a great series. 7 home runs, scored in bunches, won all 3. Pitching was dynamic. Now they play host to the Angels, a team that has fallen out. 61 and 69. Playing some younger guys. Looking forward to next year. And they got nothing going. Struggling against Soriano.
Dave, you mentioned earlier in the game the Rangers have really struggled against divisional opponents. What's the struggle? What's the record? Because it seems like the Angels have our number. We know Seattle had our number this year.
Yeah, well, I'll give you an example. Well, let me go to the. Thought I had it right there in front of me, but I don't. Let me go to where I do have it. But the Rangers, I want to say, have the worst in-division record, perhaps even in the American League, even worse than the White Sox. It might just be my own fear of that. There's a comebacker that goes off Soriano toward 3rd. And a good play made by Moncada to recover. And they get Jonah. Now the question is Soriano all right?
Well, this ball was hit hard. Just a matter of where it hit him and how he's feeling. There's a little bit of a limp right now. The ball was hit 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's gonna Like a toss or two here.
Sometimes it doesn't hurt as much when you're pitching the way you're pitching tonight. It's always interesting. Was having a bad night, maybe that ball hurts a little bit more. I want to keep pitching. And the ball goes right to an infielder too.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. So frustrated the way some of that has worked out today. The Rangers are 18-22 in the division. Losing record. And just for the sake of argument, the Chicago White Sox, no, they're 11-28 in the Central, so I take that back.
I'm going to be honest, it's not as bad as it's felt. It's felt like we just haven't played well against divisional opponents, but 18-22, heck, you take out Seattle, we're doing all right.
Yeah, I kind of agree. One and two. That's interesting. So maybe that was just a little something that I'd built up in my head for a while that was from several months ago. Because that's not great, but it's not as bad. Certainly as I made it.
Yeah.
Made it out the sound a moment ago. 2-2 the count here on Osuna. There's a breaking ball. That one whiffles right in there. Osuna down looking.
It's a great pitch.
Has been, and it's been really tough to left-handed hitters.
Yeah, I know sometimes I've talked about the Rangers have gotten a lot of pitches to hit in games they've been shut out or scored 2 or less. Tonight they're not getting a lot of pitches to hit.
Josh Smith, the batter, and he'll take low and in. Now, the question is, Soriano, he's only at 84. This will be his 85th pitch of the night. At what point will the Angels be content and turn it over to their bullpen? 2 balls and no strikes. There is activity out there. Detmer's begun to throw a little bit ago.
Assuming he's getting ready for Seager if he comes up in this inning. We talked about how Seager has hit Soriano well, not tonight, but.
Well, that would be pretty awesome with 2 outs if necessitate the Rangers getting 2 men on, and I think you're right. That would probably.
We're taken here.
Oh, hey, there's the first walk of the night. Okay, so Smith is on. They have the right-handed hitting Wyatt Langford coming up. Ray Montgomery working on from the dugout. And I think, yeah, they're looking for a little break here. Give Detmers more time. You just saw that signal there from Enright to Darno to go out there and chat for a moment. Buy some time. I guess while they do that, it gives us time for Quick Trip.
Hey, baseball fans, don't get caught napping. Make a double play with Quick Trip's $5 for a breakfast sandwich plus a Red Bull deal this season. QT, more than a gas station.
So Darno did his job. Langford is 0 for 2. Is lined out and bounced out. This is a pretty critical at bat right here.
Yeah.
If they could get Soriano out in this 6th inning, that would be huge. Small lead for Smith. And that's foul back behind the plate.
Well, the Angels have struggled to hold on to leads this year. So they've had comeback wins, but they've also had plenty of games. You see this is 34 blown lead losses, 4th most in Major League Baseball. So they've been in this situation and haven't been able to hold it a lot of times.
It's fouled off as well. 0-2. Yeah, you just want to get into that pin on a night like tonight, because Soriano's already proven to us that he's tough, and he's going to be tough tonight. Seeing all I need to see of him. I'll definitely take my chance with Reed Detmers. No balls, 2 strikes, and Langford watches one away. Wyatt's had the good at bats lately for this team. That's why he's batting second. He seems to thrive hitting just ahead of Seager. Soriano, and this one lined to center. That's a base hit. So Langford keeps the line moving. Smith stops at second, and now we see if the Angels go ahead and make that move.
Well, this is a great job of 2-strike hitting, a hanging breaking ball. Langford on time, line drive up the middle, and what do you know? The Rangers get their best hitter up as the tying run.
Well, they get their best hitter up, and they get this really good starter Soriano out. His manager Ray Montgomery heads out there, takes the baseball, offers a little congratulations, and Reed Detmers will be the man on the scene for the Angels when we come back.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that. Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff.
He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth. The Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field. Go by zone Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous. Julio! Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Well, that guy had a great night tonight. Jose Soriano in the Angels dugout now. And that's great news for the Rangers. Here's Reed Detmers, their first man up out of the pen tonight.
4.19 ERA, a hittable guy, 243 batting average against. Corey Seager's been swinging the bat well of late.
And he's seen a lot of Detmers over the years. And that first one right in there, strike one. 5 for 19 against Detmers, including a home run. You don't have to have a homer here. Certainly, that would be nice. He'll take just a little low there. Boy, you got a nice break on that one.
I'll tell you what's interesting here too, and hopefully this inning continues, is Peterson is on deck. You know that Detmers has to pitch unless he gets hurt. So it looks like they would go lefty on lefty again. They'd keep Peterson in against the lefty.
That's low.
I mean, that's something that I wonder how much Detmers is thinking about that at all. I know his concentration is almost completely on Seager, but he does see that Peterson is on deck.
Good breaking ball. It's 2-2.
I was hoping that one was called a ball. It does catch the top of the zone, barely.
Detmers has always been a starter prior to this year. First year working out of the bullpen. former first-round pick back in 2020. 2 men out there. The 2-2 to Seager, and he swings and misses. That strikeout ends the Rangers' threat in the 6th inning as they strand a pair. 7th inning coming up in Arlington with the Angels giving thanks now for a 3-0 lead.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing it, never miss it. Back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
The energy level and the swag and the confidence.
It is Trellis here.
Game's on notice.
Magneto magnificent.
High octane. It is fuel. It is hot. It's coming at you in a big way.
It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way!
The Halos are unstoppable right now.
SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
Rangers baseball on RSN is brought to you by Prime. From shipping to streaming, it's on Prime. 7th inning now. Time running a little short here. Robert Garcia checks in on the mound for the Rangers.
Well, he's making his 58th appearance. His last appearance was really nice. Hopefully he can build off of that. 3.47 ERA. Have a 1-2-3 inning here.
Nico Cavadas, and he will take a strike. Fastball there from Garcia at 95. It's Cavadas, Teodosio, and then Neto do this inning. A little tight. Well, it's a Monday night. School back in session, so a little more subdued crowd here tonight. And that's strike 2 on Cavadas.
Well, you have kids, I have kids, and when you have younger kids, getting that schedule, back to school schedule, is a tough couple weeks to start it off.
It is indeed. Well, they've got it figured out. There's a swing and a miss, a fastball right past Cavadas. Garcia gets a strikeout to begin the 7th inning.
Good start to the inning. Four-seam fastball. Perfectly hits Jonah's location. Gets the first out.
So Teodosio, couple of ground outs today. Garcia gets him to offer it the fastball. Well, he's been an entertaining one for the Angels faithful to watch defensively. It's just his 20th game. The bat hasn't exactly shown for him. A 226 average. But I think he's 3rd on the team in defensive runs saved, and he's played 19 games.
Holy cow.
Which just tells you a whole lot of stuff. He strikes out swinging here. Garcia back-to-back Ks to begin his outing.
Well, Garcia dominated him there, and it looked like he might have said wow walking back to the dugout, because he was beat by this four-seamer late on the swing and miss. You mentioned his batting average. Dave, in this game, the 18 starters in this game, there were 3 batting averages coming into today with a 250 or better batting average out of the 18 hitters.
Whoa, three?
Three. Rangers had Smith and Seager, and they had Neto. That was it.
Little indication of the state of things in baseball. One strike pitch to Neto, and he hits it hard out to left field, and that one will drop in front of Osuna. Neto is on for a third time today.
Well, Osuna didn't get the best read here, and once he didn't read the ball well off the bat, he probably did the smart thing. You can see here he freezes, waits, and then by the time he reads it, he stops to make sure he just catches it on one hop and doesn't allow an extra base hit.
So Okada will be the batter, 0 for 3. Garcia chases Neto back first. Another check-in over there. So that's it.
Yeah.
Do it again.
We'll see if you do you go slide step the rest of the way? Because you can pick over there, but most guys don't. We have seen it happen to Langford at second base.
Little bouncer first base. It's a nice easy play for Tellez. The inning is done. So all that checking doesn't matter. Inning is over. 10 pitches needed there for Garcia. It is stretch time in Arlington. Time for the bats to wake up in a 3-0 game.
I'm Jesse's uncertainty, and I really thought house projects were my time to shine. One little, "Are you sure?" He gets stuck before he even got started. But Jesse's changed because of Thumbtack. With their guides, he knows exactly what to do and who to hire, and his house is looking great. Where does that leave me?
Uncertainty doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
The Mets were a great story last season. You got to think the expectations are sky high. They know that they're built to win.
I love the additions. Juan Soto to the Mets. It's real.
This is landscape changing that changes the arc of the Mets.
You want to make a dynasty.
Really like their bullpen a lot.
It's going to take everything from everybody. We got to stay together and we got to post up.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
All right, this series continues through Wednesday. Angels here at Globe Life Field versus our Rangers. Scan the QR code for tickets or visit Rangers.com. Now let's take a look at our aerial coverage, powered by Reliant Energy. There's some dancing on the dugouts. There's Captain throwing out some T-shirts. And here come the Rangers with a pinch hitter ready to rock the Angels this inning, Dave.
Well, let's go. I mean, it's time. Rangers have saved up their hits to this point of the ball game. So 4 hits so far, and they will go to the bench. Cody Freeman hitting here for Jock Peterson. And the first pitch in there, strike 1.
Well, we go back to Saturday, and Cody Freeman hitting his first career Major League home run. Pumped up, and rightfully so.
It's pinch hitting here for Jock Peterson. Peterson was the guy who, in the hitters meeting, presented him with the baseball from that first big league homer. Down 3-0. Rangers just need some runners. Detmers delivers, and that's in the air down the right side. Foul and out of play. Two-strike pitch. Little pop-up. Darno found it, and he makes the catch. Stutter stepped into that, but makes the play.
Takes off the mask. Makes an easy catch.
Surprised the fans don't offer more distraction down there. Those folks sitting in the boxes right there at field level.
What do you think they should do?
I don't know. Yell, scream, whatever.
I got it.
Shake the netting.
Oh, they're on camera though. They saw that.
Do you think that would bother a guy if people were doing that?
I would hope not. If you're a major leaguer.
Okay.
I would say from a catcher's situation, there's probably in that situation you're not worried at all about the first baseman coming down the line and calling you off. But I could see in the outfield when there's a high fly ball in the gap and you're in the outfield and you're screaming and yelling, maybe those guys don't hear somebody calling the ball. But I would assume there'd have to be some sort of, oh no, I think a third baseman or first baseman might be running hard to catch this ball and call me off.
1 and 2.
What's your thoughts on it? Do you think if the crowd is screaming, it could mess them up?
I don't know. Because he seemed a little uneasy going into it.
Yeah.
You've got a feel for how much room you have and all. He's probably so focused on just making the play like these guys. Here's a swing and a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. So Garcia is on. An important base runner for the Rangers.
Well, nice job by Garcia getting a breaking ball bottom of the zone. Going down and getting it and giving the Rangers a little bit of life. Haven't figured out how to score yet today, but they've been getting some runners on base as the game's progressed.
Another pinch hitter, Ezekiel Duran, will bat here for Ronnie Tellez. Second pitch hitter of the inning. And a big curveball in there for a strike. Curveball's kind of been the pitch of choice today for these Angels pitchers.
Yeah, well, Soriano had a great knuckle curve working, good split against the lefties, and we've seen Detmers as a starting pitcher use that pitch quite a bit.
0-2 now on Duran. Duran 1 for 4 yesterday. He's reached base safely now in 13 of the last 14 games. Two-strike pitch from Detmers is way up. Last of the 7th inning. Zeke takes a little time. Garcia won't be going anywhere. That one is in the air, foul. And that ends up in the stands. Rangers have a little work to do here offensively. Odds probably stacked against them in a technical sense. Trailing 3-0.
You know what I find interesting is a different team comes in, same homestand, Joe Adele playing more in the gap or straight up, and Cleveland would be playing about 15 steps away from the line in this situation.
It's weird, isn't it?
Like the different scouting report, same park.
Same hitter, same park.
Yeah.
Same data, ostensibly, it's been collected, but just a different way of interpreting.
Yeah, totally different setup defensively.
It is interesting. Garcia leads again. Pitch to Duran. And a check swing, soft liner, caught. And Neto throws back to first. But Garcia, good read on it, got back safely. That almost looked like a half swing that was going to have just enough to get over Neto.
Well, they say let the pitcher supply the power. And you can see how much power a major league pitcher has. Is he just laid the bat out there. The bat hit the ball and was going to go about 120 feet in the air.
So Detmers does his job. He records 3 outs. Leaves responsible for a man on base. And the Angels a little deeper now into that pen.
Where did you get these seats?
I got a guy.
You've got a guy. You gotta use Game Time for concert tickets. It's also the best way to guarantee you're getting the lowest price to your favorite artist, even at the last minute.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
For the Smith family, weeknights are full of activities. But Jim and Janie forgot about the most important one, dinner. But with Home Chef, dinner's never a plot twist. With all the fresh ingredients you need delivered to your door and flavors the whole family will love. Your easy 4-serving dinners get rave reviews every night of the week. All thanks to Home Chef's family menu. Get 18 free meals when you visit homechef.com.
This is tomorrow, Dave. This is one of our favorites, the Texas Rangers hockey jersey presented by Globe Life. Angels tomorrow. Get your tickets at Rangers.com. First 15,000 fans get a very cool Rangers hockey jersey.
They're sweet. That's a sweater, right? A hockey sweater.
Oh, yeah. I said jersey. Texan and talking hockey.
It's sports talk radio.
Yeah. I was pretty quiet on hockey talk.
Yeah. I pretty much have exhausted all my hockey knowledge right there. Here's Garcia. A man on, 2 out. And he works to Young. It's a good pitch right in there. Arno lets him know that he liked it. 1-1. Josh way out in front of the sweeper. Strike 2. So Rangers have had some opportunities here the last couple innings. Not a lot. Just 5 hits today. Give the Angels credit. They have had a good game plan tonight. Good toss over there. Garcia flops back in. Well, Garcia is running this time. The pitch is outside. Darno, amazing job to get rid of the baseball. But that's a stolen base for Garcia, his 13th of the year. The way he threw that ball, I didn't think there'd be a chance. That was pretty close.
Yeah, Garcia gets a pretty good jump here, and you're down by 3. Breaking ball, Benito Santiago style, if you're old enough to know who that is. Pretty good attempt.
It's like he lost his lower body, though. It's kind of amazing he was able to get as much on that ball as he did.
Now a base hit scores a run.
2-2 to Young. But he strikes out swinging. So the Rangers leave another man in scoring position. 8th inning coming up in Anaheim. It is still the Angels 3 and the Rangers nothing.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now this is more like it. The same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
I'll give you this brand new
electric vehicle
if you can prove to me you know your finances. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Just 3.
You sure? Let's download the Rocket Money app right now and see if you're right. It's actually 21 subscriptions, which is costing you around $370 a month.
The app is telling you all this?
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place and even helps you suggest a budget based on your past spending. Don't worry about the 21 subscriptions. You can cancel them right within the app. It'll even try and get you some of your money back.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, all season long, only on MLB Network.
Top of the 8th inning, Rangers down by 3 here, looking for a late inning rally. And Bruce Bochy said today, just in talking about the way that this team has responded, he said, we have a history of doing that when our backs are against the wall. And I don't think they're quite to the wall yet, but there's no question we need to win games. There's no getting around what's in front of us. And we need to beat the Angels. They've been tough on us. We're going to have to play our best baseball if we want to beat them. And got a couple innings left here to see if they can get it done, because this would be a big win for them tonight.
Well, Jacob Webb will take over now in the 8th inning here. Time called by our plate umpire, Alex McKay. Joel, you didn't blame that on anybody. I think the music was going, was part of the problem there. McKay was like, "You can't start. This isn't an NBA game." As that one's a little bit low, ball 1. Webb gets the heart of the order here, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Runs inside. 2-0.
We didn't get that call on that first pitch. It was a strike, so instead of it 1-1, now 2-0. Webb's got to make a good pitch behind in the count here.
Walsh, a tough hitter. Wow, so make up a strike right there. 2-1.
We're evened up. Counts right.
Yeah.
Might not be the exact pitches were called right, but we have the right count now.
And then now all bets are off. You don't know what is what at this point. The 2-1. And there's a swing and a drive center field. Langford is back. Might have room. He does. He makes the catch. 1 away.
This ball was hit 105 miles an hour and 407 feet. I'm going to be interested to know as Langford catches it right before the wall. I bet that ball's out at quite a few ballparks.
Oh, yeah. Do your magical search. Joe Adell. I'll take strike 1. Adell with a couple of strikeouts today. Just a quiet game for the bats.
Dave, half of the ballparks.
Is that right?
15.
Is this one of them?
I don't have it. It hasn't given me that yet.
Okay. That's always fun when that turns out to be the case.
Well, remember there was one this year where the guy leaped near the visiting team dugout, caught the ball. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting who hit it and who caught it. And they're like, not a home run in this park. I think it was Higgy who hit it. And I'm like, well, obviously it would have been a home run here. How are you saying it wouldn't have been a home run here? It's like, I wouldn't have caught it. It would have been a home run. Expected batting average was .850 on that ball hit.
3 balls and a strike here to Adele.
Not a home run here.
Okay, good. That worked out. There's a walk. Adele heads down to first. There's certain things in baseball that sometimes are hard to explain. And sometimes we get that with the StatCast era. Are you familiar with the name Ray Caldwell?
Help me out.
Pitcher, old school pitcher, right-hander from way back, 1910s.
No.
There's a first pitch strike from Jacob Webb, because today is the anniversary of one of those kind of inexplicable events in baseball history. 106 years ago, 1919. Caldwell, who was pitching for the then Cleveland Indians against the Philadelphia Athletics, was pitching a really good ball game. And in the 9th inning, while he was on the mound, he was struck by lightning, knocked unconscious, but eventually came to and finished the game.
What?
Yep. He needed one more out. He got up, and after, obviously people were a little concerned.
How scary would that be at the game?
Yeah. See, back then, it seems like they weren't so worried about pitch counts or
yeah,
other things. Ray woke up and was like, where am I?
Yeah.
And how many more outs do I need?
I'll tell you what, your stuff's electric tonight.
Good night, everybody. Bassick. 1-2 the count. How about that? Struck by lightning. And listen, I've never seen anyone actually struck by lightning.
Yeah, I don't want to see it either.
But he was knocked unconscious. You're probably thinking, if you're in that scene, like, I think he's dead.
Yeah.
But then he woke up and finished the game. Threw a no-hitter that year, too.
Watch Marvel movies, I think, at that point. Then he becomes like a hero or villain and can use his powers for good or bad. It's up to him.
Yeah.
Just used it for pitching.
1-2 pitch, runner going, and that one slashed foul. And the announcers are just like, well, you come to the ballpark and see something new every day.
All right, here's a stupid question, but it is a real question. Did they have radio in 1990?
No, they did not. It was 2 years before the first broadcast.
Okay.
August 5th, 1921. On KDKA in Pittsburgh. That was the first broadcast. So this predated radio, baseball on the radio anyway, in 1919. So therefore, did it really happen? Yeah.
So there's nobody broadcasting the game?
Nobody broadcasting the game.
Just people in the stands screaming, oh my God, somebody has just been struck by lightning on the field.
Yeah. 1-2. A little bit up.
I mean, now I have all these questions in my head. What's the survival rate of a human getting struck by lightning?
That's a great question. Do you know anybody who survived a lightning strike?
No, I don't.
Not one.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch, runner going. Pitch a strike, throw to second. And the throw just took the tag a little high. Adele has his 4th stolen base.
Well, not a great jump. Webb a little slow to the plate. Once that ball short hops, you can see Seager's glove come up to have to catch it, so it's a little bit tougher for him to get that tag down quickly.
So Adele out there now for Travis d'Arnaud. 3-0 the score. And a bouncer right side of the infield. Smitty is there, throws it on to first. The inning is done. Steve Hunt, our statistician, tells me 90% survival rate. for lightning strikes.
Wow.
So Ray Caldwell.
Great inning.
Bottom of the 8th coming up.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan, and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Save 50% on select tickets for Tuesday games when you use offer code COKE50. Parking's just $15. Player autographs for kids 13 and under. Tickets at Rangers.com/family fun. Family fun. Hopefully they won't be too tired for that first class tomorrow.
It's all good. They'll have stories to tell the teacher tomorrow. Brock Burke is on to pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rangers still have just enough time to figure something out. Let's see if lightning strikes in this 8th inning with Brock Burke out there. 61st appearance for Burke, former Ranger.
I'm still in shock with that story. Jonah batting right-handed here. He's not using the counterbalance batting right-handed, the bat.
Yeah. Sticks with his old school bat. And takes a slider, strike one. So many breaking balls.
Yeah.
Jonah has grounded out twice, once into a double play. He's in a hole here, 0-2. Michael Hellman on deck. So he would hit for Osuna. Oh-2 pitch, and that is a little bit off the plate.
Well, you'd love if you can get the situation again. Seager coming up as the tying run.
Ground ball, third base. And Cotton, pretty sure handed. Takes care of Heim, one away. Oh, here comes Hellman. Well, obviously the Rangers in a position right now where every game's so important. I think especially here at home.
Yeah.
They play really well.
14 games over here at home, 14 games under on the road gives you the 500 record.
So, you know, you really want to take advantage when you're here. Hope that you can figure out a way just to stabilize things a little bit on the road. The road's been just rugged this year for this Rangers team. Burke off the plate.
We've talked about it. I haven't looked it up in the last few days because the Rangers have been home, but after that road trip, the Rangers had the second worst road record in the American League. Only the White Sox worse.
Two 2-0. Well, I'll say this about all those stats, right? Even the record, everything. None of it matters, really, at this point. Like, the only thing that matters is what you do tonight, what you do tomorrow. They are close enough that they're in the conversation. That is an incredible blessing in and of itself for this team, given the way they've hit all year. And there's confidence in that dugout that they have what it takes to come up with that push, that little run that it may take to get in. The problem is there just is so little room for error.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty much at this point going to have to win 2 out of 3 games.
Swing and a miss and a strikeout of Hellman. There are 2 gone in the 8th inning.
Well, this one, you're running out of time here. This one just beats Hellman. You're down to 4 outs. You know, you think of tonight, you know, deGrom wasn't good. He wasn't bad. He was okay. You give up a run of relief, but if you give up 3 runs in a game, if your ERA is 3 as a team, that's the best ERA in all of baseball.
Right.
So, I mean, like, giving up 3 runs, it feels like a lot tonight, but you give up 3 runs, you should win a lot of games only giving up 3 runs.
So to your point, right, you could look at deGrom start and break it down all you want to the bullpens where none of that matters because you haven't scored a run. So the pitching sort of secondary to that. If you can't score a run, you're not going to win games. And that's the case tonight, and that happens, right? I mean, I'm not saying they've had good at bats tonight, but I am saying that Soriano was sharp. He made the pitches he needed when he needed. Bullpen's been good behind him. And to this point, the Angels have earned this lead, 3-0. It's not over yet, though. Burke's 2-2, and that's pulled foul.
That's that Josh Smith swing, which to me would be so irritating to lose the helmet as I'm swinging the bat, but I'm assuming he's very used to it this year at this point.
Burke to the plate, 2-2, and that one is over to the left side, out of play. Well, look at this. There's a lot of hitting. We'll break it down from time to time. You look at a guy's head, right? How still's his head? How good is his look at the pitch? That kind of thing. If your helmet's flying off, your head's moving around, I would think that'd be kind of hard to get the barrel of the bat to the ball. Look out, that one hurt.
Did Smith and Burke cross over as teammates?
Yeah.
Okay, because he said something, but it might have just been, I don't know if it was an anger saying something, Josh Smith to Burke, or because they're former teammates and buddies. But after he gets hit here, he looks at Burke and I thought said something. Smiled at him.
Okay.
So didn't say anything, just smiled as buddies. Okay. Well, it gets a guy on. If Langford, who needs to get on like he did last time and give Seager one more chance to make an impact in this game.
7th time Smith has been hit by a pitch. That one at 99 miles per hour. He's a pretty big man if you can smile about that. Langford, the hitter. And he'll take upstairs. They just haven't made a mistake. And at some point you figure somebody accidentally misses a spot in the strike zone, and that's when somebody like Langford could change the temperature of this game. Fans very lustily booing against that toss over there to first. Some of them anyway.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Kind of doubt it. 1-1 to Langford.
To your point, 1-0. That's a good changeup. I mean, a lot of times I'm frustrated going, man, the Rangers had too many good pitches to hit that they didn't take advantage of. Tonight, the Angels have made some good pitches pretty consistently.
It's hard. It's hard just running through that little Rolodex in your head of like missed opportunities, missed pitches, you know, mistakes that Rangers may have fouled off. I can't think of many. Yeah. 2-1. That's ball 3. So listen, a hit batter with 2 outs. If he walks Langford, how wild would that be? You get Seager up as a tying run all of a sudden.
Well, we know Burke. We've seen him at times be able to lose his command.
Full count now on Langford.
Just fooled him on the changeup here. He's geared up for 98, not 89. And Langford out in front. Darno lets everybody know you're throwing the ball to first base. Smith will be off with the pitch.
Burke's delivery. There's a swing, and that's a drive down the line, just foul.
Well, that ball was hit well. 104 miles an hour.
Two again, and a swing and a miss. He went after the changeup. Langford comes up empty, and so do the Rangers in the 8th. So it's off to the 9th tonight here in Arlington. The Rangers trailing 3-0.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh my God!
Sorry. No fly zone. So fast, Bobby.
Paul skis!
Cannons. Living legend.
We did it! Yes!
Oh, this is the best.
Woo! I got it!
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous. 3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back. Judge cranks one. Incredible! The show rolls on for Aaron Judge.
This is a generational player.
He's a special, special talent.
He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by Authority of Rangers Television, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Rangers Television, LLC.
Good point, Mike. Logan O'Hoppe getting it off here in the 9th inning for the Angels. It'll be O'Hoppe, Cavadas, and Teodosio. Webb stays in the game. And that is clubbed high in the air out to center. Hellman in the game at center field, reaches up, it'll have no play. Solo shot for O'Hoppe, and the Angels lead 4-0.
Well, this ball hit very similar to Ward's, except this one gets to the gap and not to dead center field. And off the bat, you had it. It was pretty much a no-doubter. In this park, sometimes you get questions on maybe it'll stay in here, but that gets out by quite a decent distance.
So Hoppy can celebrate with his teammates. Cavadas takes the ball. 4-0 Angels. And the next pitch from Webb, flared out into right. Base hit.
Well, not a bad pitch at all. This is a really good job of hitting. You can see Webb's frustration executing a pitch, but that can happen, especially in the major leagues. You can still execute a pitch and not get the result you want.
So Teodosio, and he bunts one foul back out of play. Angels came in 8 games under 500. They were just swept by the Cubs. Been a real frustrating couple of weeks for them. In fact, they just have not played very well. Bouncer third base. Young has it. Goes to second for one. Smith turns it on to first. In time, double play. 5-4 to 3, the Twin killing, and that one neatly done.
Well, we don't get to see Josh Smith play second base too much, but does a really nice job of a quick turn here. Gets rid of the ball and gets the out by just enough. And it'll be interesting to see the rest of the year how Bochy uses Smith, Duran, and Freeman at second base.
No, I mean, the plan would be to share that time right now. To try to leverage the best matchups you can. But you never know. That was sort of the plan a couple of years ago when Seager went down. But Duran just got a hot bat and took over. Became the guy.
Last year, it was kind of the plan when Josh Young got hit in Tampa really early in the year. Well, let's see if Duran can keep it or Smith can take it, and Smith ran with it in that situation.
Two outs here. Neto's had a good game. He's been on 3 times tonight. And he takes down the middle. 1-2.
You know how for a long time people would say Jose Ramirez is one of the most underrated players in the game? Neto's still early in his career. I'm going to tell you, I think he's one of the more underrated players in the game today.
I think I would argue he's pretty good. A strikeout of Neto here, though, ends the inning. Last chance for the Rangers coming up in the bottom of the 9th. Corey Seager hoping to get a little something started in a 4-0 game.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Turn on MLB Tonight's national pregame show live at 5 as Greg, Harold, and Dan preview all the night's matchups.
You know the top 3 are getting theirs.
Yeah. Understand what I do well, and it's use the whole field.
MLB Tonight's national pregame show, weekdays on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin. Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Snakes alive.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
There you go, Mike. That's how you get it done. A rally hat glove, another glove, throwing a couple more rally hats. That dude has it figured out.
Rally, rally. Pitcher's name is Kenley.
Let's go. Listen, bottle the spirit of that little kid right there.
He's not giving up.
No.
He's waiting for his favorite Rangers to do something special. And look, his buddy gave him his hat.
Right.
To add on to the mix.
That's teamwork right there. I like that. Kenley Jansen, one of the all-timers. Pitch for the 53rd time this year.
23 saves on the year. This isn't a save situation with the Angels adding that extra run to make it 4-0. Been around for a long time.
Goes to work on Seager here.
Still would have liked to seen however many years ago, 15 to 20 years ago, Kenley Jansen at his size be a catcher.
Yeah. He's 1-0. And this one is hit high in the air to center. Playable ball for Teodoso. That's the first out of the inning. Now, amazing to think that a guy started his career as a catcher, turned closer, and has put together arguably a Hall of Fame career.
You know what you think too, as a former catcher, and I get that he went to the mound and became a pitcher, you would think he would have a shorter arm motion. Does that make sense? The way catchers usually throw, they kind of take that ball from the chest and just take it back, but when you watch him drop the ball, it goes behind his hiney, and you'd say, well, that's not a former catcher, maybe a former outfielder, the way he does this.
Yeah, there's really the only people who do that would be pitchers, right? I mean, nobody's going to go that far.
Really, as a pitcher, you don't want to teach it too much like that. If somebody can naturally do it and throw the ball where they want, but that can get you very rotational. And what I mean by that is you start rotating your body sideways and not your body going towards home plate. So that's why a lot of times they say take the ball out of your glove and keep it on the front part of your body. Don't take it behind you like this.
Right, with that one, 2-1. So I think it's an interesting observation, right? That a former catcher would have that throwing motion. I'll frame it a different way for you. 2-1 to Freeman. Fouled back our direction. That'll be just short of us. Maybe the reason he's a pitcher and no longer a catcher is because he has that weird throwing motion.
You're never going to throw a human out. I think people can walk to second base on this motion.
Kenley, we've got a problem. 2-2. And a swing and a high pop-up. Short left field. Neto is out there. The Rangers are down to their final out.
I guess they told him, good thing, you are 6'6". There's a mound out there, which is going to make you even taller.
Yeah, we think we could turn this weakness as a catcher into a strength as a pitcher. Isn't that like, that's lemonade right there out of the lemons. That's what they did. Adolis Garcia, and he swings and misses at strike one. The Rangers were last shut out on July 31st in Seattle, a 6-0 loss there. They've not been shut out at home, though, since May 31st. The Cardinals shut them out 2-0 on the final day of May. This was in the air down the right side, foul and out of play. So for all the struggles that this Rangers lineup has had, and we've certainly been in this situation before where it looks like a shutout was coming or whatever. It's been a little while. They have been shut out 11 times this year. High pop-up back near second base. That'll be 12 times now with this one. Never in this one at all. Offensively, just didn't have much of an idea against these Angels pitchers. They pitched a beauty. Rangers couldn't mount anything, and they lose the opener of this series 4-0. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and give you your final thoughts here in just a moment.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night, all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Rangers baseball on RSN is brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, the official casino and resort of the Texas Rangers. By your North Texas Honda dealers. And by Baylor Scott & White Health, the power to live better. Well, this one was all Angels. Today, 4-0 the final score. Mike, how about our Baylor Scott & White Health game diagnosis?
Well, it starts off with the first pitch of the game. Zach Neto wasn't waiting. Jacob deGrom on the mound. He throws a fastball. Neto hits it well enough to just get it over the left field wall. You have Travis d'Arnaud later in the game with a big base hit to make it 2-0. That's all they're going to need. deGrom didn't throw the ball bad, though, tonight. He did have 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. He threw 90 pitches in this game. That's why he only went 5. And this was the one chance, and I mean the only chance the Rangers had in the game. And that was the 6th inning, first and second 2 outs. Corey Seager strikes out. Angels take this one 4-0.
So we look ahead to tomorrow, middle game of this series, and our Whataburger probables. Patrick Corbin takes the hill for the Rangers, his 25th start of the year, and we're looking to have a good start. He's had a couple of bumpy ones here recently. The former Angel, he was a draft pick of the Angels, second round, 2009, and he'll see Yusei Kikuchi, another guy who's had trouble with the walks this year. Kikuchi, 61 walks in 27 starts. That did not end up being a factor tonight. Maybe it will be tomorrow as these Rangers bats try to get it going. All right, tonight's game produced by Rangers Sports Network. For Mike Bassick and Laura Stickles, I'm Dave Raymond. Inviting you to stay tuned. Our coverage will continue with Rangers Game Day presented by Toyota. Once again, the final score tonight, it was the Angels 4 and the Rangers 0.
The Chevy
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The
best second baseman in the game. That's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin. Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
The energy level and the swag and the confidence.
It is Trevor here.
Game's on notice.
Magneto Magnificent.
High octane. It is fuel. It is hot. It's coming at you in a big way.
It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way.
The Halos are unstoppable right now. Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Well, the Rangers, disappointing start to this series after sweeping the Guardians. They get blanked by the Halos. 4-0 the score. Jose Soriano outduels Jacob deGrom, and deGrom's return. Kenley Jansen didn't get a save tonight, but he did shut the door as the Angels, the pesky Angels, take the opener of this three-game series. Alongside Elvis Andrus, Jared Sandler with you. And you know, Elvis, we've talked about it. This is a team, they're around 500. They entered today 500. They now fall a game below, and you know, that kind of is representative of a team they've got it going at times, but maybe not been able to fully zip on down. And you know, the minute you think they got it going, they drop a game like this, and the minute you think, oh, you know, that they're done, they go on a nice run. But that's kind of a 500 team a lot of the times.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ups and downs this year. I'm with you. You know, after the sweeping of the Cleveland, I thought that, you know, today they were going to come with, like, a lot more energy. You know, I think deGrom did an amazing job. I mean, he got ambushed by Neto in the first at-bat, but after that, he was able to, you know, smooth it out. The offense, you know, at the end is going to be back to the offense, and I think that's something that they need to be more consistent and not just, you know, highs and lows, but being able, like we talked earlier, to have a full month, a couple, 2-3 weeks of quality, just a bunch of hitting, but unfortunately we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, Jose Soriano made it tough for the Rangers tonight. They didn't take advantage of the opportunities they had early as we bring in Matt Hicks. Hicksy, what are some of your takeaways from tonight's game?
Well, you know, momentum, I suppose, can be a thing in baseball, but when you run into a guy pitching like Soriano did today, so much for your momentum. Soriano did a really nice job mixing his pitches, and he changed up his usage against the Rangers here today. He threw his four-seam fastball a lot more than he usually does, and he threw his splitter much more than he usually does. And some interesting stats, he didn't throw his curve as much, but boy, was his curve effective. He threw that curveball 18 times, and he got called strikes on that pitch in 8 of those 18 times that he threw the curveball. So he had just elite command here of all of his pitches here today. He got swings and misses when he needed to. He used that splitter primarily as an out pitch. And he was just dynamite here, until he got pulled there in the 6th inning. Nice piece of hitting, I thought, by Josh Smith when he got his single. He got that hit off of an 0-2 splitter, which was a pitch that was right at the bottom of the zone. But Soriano, and that really wasn't a mistake. He really didn't leave too much out over the middle of the plate. He was very good here tonight.
What about Jacob deGrom? What did you see from Jacob in his return?
Well, Jacob gave up the home run on the first pitch, but then I thought he settled down. I thought he had a very good pitch count through 3 innings. I thought he had command early on, but that command, at least the elite Jacob deGrom command that everybody knows about, started to get away from him a little bit in the 4th and 5th innings. So he had to throw more pitches in the last 2 innings, and he ended up throwing 90 pitches here today. And, given the way that the Rangers are using deGrom and they want him to be fully healthy for the remainder of the season, they weren't going to run him back out there for the 6th at 90 pitches. So just lost that real big edge in command over his last 2 innings.
All the Rangers fall 4-0. All right, so we've talked a little bit about both pitchers. Anything else jump out to you about tonight's game?
What jumped out to me was the fact that after taking 3 from Cleveland, that the atmosphere in the ballpark here tonight wasn't really a great atmosphere, right? I mean, Neto hits the first pitch out for a home run. The Rangers trailed right from the get-go, and there just wasn't a lot of energy here in the park. And so hopefully we can get that energy back here in these next 2 games against the Angels.
Elvis, I know you've got a job to do no matter what, but how much can you feed off the energy, the atmosphere? Maybe you get down early. If you've got a crowd that's into it and gets you going, does that help? Or as a ball player, do you just have to block all that out, good, bad, or indifferent?
Yeah, you have to block it. But I think for me personally, in my career, it was not like that. I was not feed off, of the fan. Actually, I was the one. It was my job to feed off, to make them, be part of the game. So I think that, when you don't see that from the team, well, the fans are going to just, kind of feel down too. So I think as a team, no matter if you're winning or because, the last 2-3 games, it's been a lot of offense and it's easy to watch it. But when you're down, that's when you need the team, right? We were talking about it like in the 7 and the 8 where nobody's talking, nobody's yelling from the dugout. And those things help, That's like that energy that sometimes you need, especially when you're down. And, fans, I know for a fact the fans always feed off players. If they see players, still ready to play, ready to battle, they're going to show it to you. So sometimes when the team is not showing that passion and showing that energy, the fans are going to show the same.
And Hicksy, I think the fans feed off of you too. You need to take your shirt off and wave it around your head next time to try to get this group going.
I got to say, what else helps to keep the energy down is anytime we play Travis d'Arnaud. What's the deal with this guy? Huh? He comes in hitting .201, but he's been so good against the Rangers. Tonight was his 20th career game against Texas. He now has 21 career RBIs against the Rangers. So more runs batted in than games played. And while he didn't homer here tonight, he's got 10 career home runs against Texas in 20 games. We got to figure out Travis d'Arnaud.
All right, I'm with you. 2 more chances here this season, tomorrow and the next night. Hicksy, in about an hour and 56 minutes, if anyone's counting, it is officially Elvis Andrus' birthday. Do you have a birthday wish or maybe an idea of what you would get Elvis for his birthday?
Man, what do you get a guy that's got everything for his birthday? One thing that I like about Elvis is that he is always smiling and he always brings joy to everyone. So if I'm going to get somebody that always brings joy to something, maybe it's, I don't know, an album, a CD. Elvis loves music. Yep. So it would probably be a musical gift.
Okay. Would you?
Oh, yes. Yeah. He knows me. Whoever knows me, anything around music, I'm all in.
How about this? This is professional broadcasting from Matt. Got put on the spot. He kind of dragged out his preamble to allow his mind to think and eventually came to, music. Let's go to music. Matt, very good job.
I got there eventually. Yeah, give me enough time.
Thanks, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
See you.
Rangers fall 4-0. They drop the opener of this 3-game series against the Angels. When we come back, we're going to hear from Bruce Bochy. after the first game of this set from the Globe. Rangers Game Day on RSN is presented by Toyota. The national sales event is on now. Visit your local Toyota dealer or toyota.com today.
I'll give you this brand new
electric vehicle
if you can prove to me you know your finances. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Just 3.
You sure? Let's download the Rocket Money app right now and see if you're right. It's actually 21 subscriptions, which is costing you around $370 a month.
The app is telling you all this?
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place and even helps you suggest a budget based on your past spending. Don't worry about the 21 subscriptions. You can cancel them right within the app. It'll even try and get you some of your money back.
Weight Loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them, 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Rangers fall 4-0. The Angels took the lead one pitch in. Zach Neto, a home run off of Jacob deGrom, as the Rangers would only muster 5 hits in their 9 innings against Jose Soriano and a cadre of Angels pitchers. So the Angels draw first blood in this 3-game series, and after the game, Rangers manager Bruce Bochy spoke with the media.
Bochy, a quiet night for the Bats, just a day after this team's offense seemed to be going so well. So what step back did you see the group take today?
We just ran in a well-pitched game. Soriano, he's got great stuff, and he had it tonight. He had great command to go with it. You know, a guy like that's tough when he's on top of his game. He's got great movement on the sinker, and of course the split and the breaking ball. It was all working for him, and sometimes you just tip your cap. That's just one of those games that we ran in a really good pitcher.
You've spoken already about how important each game is from here on out. So how do you view the last 2 games of this series?
Well, they're all important. Tomorrow's important. Next day's important. That's the way we look at it. We know where we're at, so you go out there and play the game like that. We came off a good series there, and the guy on the mound, he can set the tone. That's what happened today. So get your hands full with. So when it throws that hard with that kind of movement, with the off-speed pitches that he had, you just hope you find a way to scratch some runs there, and we just couldn't do it.
What did you think of Jacob today?
Jacob was all right. 2 runs. He's all right. Got ambushed on the first pitch, but they made contact and knocked in the other run that fell in there. But he was fine. He worked hard, and pitches caught up with him there. But overall, I thought the stuff was really good.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I mean, it seemed like after he gave up that home run, he had a pretty good stretch there. They ran a little trouble in that one inning. But what are your plans for him kind of moving forward? As you see him, you gave him a long break after the last one. I mean, how are you planning to progress with him from now on?
He'll keep making starts until we think, he needs a break like we just gave him a break. But if he feels good, yeah, as you saw, the stuff was really good. You're right, he settled down and pitched great. Sure, he'd like to have that walk back, but, that happens. He's healthy, he feels good. As long as that's, if that's the case, he's going to be out there.
So you saw what you'd want to see.
Yeah. I thought it was really impressive stuff.
You mentioned Soriano. I think this is the fourth time you guys have seen him this season. Fourth time he's seen you guys. Does that matter at all? The familiarity of seeing a guy or them seeing you?
Well, yeah, it can. I think it sure helps the hitters because they know what he has, the stuff and the movement. We really got to him because he walked some guys. His command can get a little bit off, but it wasn't off tonight. And so, when they're on their game, doesn't matter how many times you see them sometimes.
All right, one of the things, Elvis, that Bochy was asked was, the importance of the next two games. And when you're trying to chase after a playoff spot, they're all important. And it's not easy. In the NBA, you get a day off a lot of you play. You get a day off to mentally reset, physically reset. That's a part why chasing after a playoff spot's tough. But what's it like? You've been a part of teams that have had to kind of come from behind to make the playoffs. How difficult is it to have a 30-game stretch where you can't give a game away? Every single night matters.
Yeah, no, these games are tough. Of course, like Bochy was mentioning, they've been playing good, but, when the pitcher is on his night, there's not too much you can do as offense. But, I think that as a team, you have to start finding ways, right? He's not always going to win by shutout. You're always not going to win easy games. Even those games that you're down, you still need to show that energy, right? Because that's what I think is lacking. Like, if the team is not in the middle of the game, maybe in the fifth, the sixth, you can see them, they just, give up. And that's what you don't want to see. Like, especially in this next month, you want to see, them fighting all the way until the night and into the last inning. And that is something that I haven't seen lately. But, it's just one game. You turn the page, you tip your hat, like they say, and prepare to win the next two.
All right, let's take a look at the wild card standings updated after the loss tonight for the Rangers. They're back a game under 500. A game and a half back of the Royals. The Mariners and the Padres beginning a series tonight. The Rangers chasing after the Mariners and as well the Yankees and Red Sox. So the Rangers got some work to do. They got some ground to make up. Now just 29 games remaining. We talked about, hey, can you get to 86 wins? Well, the Rangers are going to have to go 20-9 the rest of the way to get to 86. We'll see, of course, if they can do it. All right, when we come back, I think we got to wrap things up a little bit here. Put a bow on tonight. Look ahead to tomorrow. The Rangers fall to the Angels by a score of 4-0. We'll wrap up the convo next from the Globe.
Now that I'm
As a contractor, I find sometimes the most impactful thing you can say is what you do on your own home. A couple of years ago, we put a pool in our backyard, my wife and I. There was only one choice for the decking around the new pool. We used TimberTech because of the low maintenance on the product. You can install it and just enjoy it for its lifetime.
ePay, Redwood. I mean, after 1 year, you're sanding and refinishing if you want to keep that sharp look. If you don't want to sand and oil every year, you want low maintenance, go with TimberTech.
Meet Jack, an ordinary guy with an extraordinary pair of pants. Introducing the Jet Setter Tech Pants by Jack Archer. Crafted for comfort, stain and water resistant. The Jet Setter Tech Pants by Jack Archer. Shop now at jackarcher.com/TV.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Rangers Game Day on RSN is presented by Toyota. The national sales event is on now. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. Rangers fall 4-0 in the opener of this 3-game series. So the six-shooters provided some entertainment. Unfortunately, the bats weren't able to do so tonight, but they can regroup, come back tomorrow, and hopefully put on a show. Jacob deGrom always puts on a show when he's on the mound, even if it doesn't go his way. He was fine. He allowed 2 runs over 5 innings, 7 strikeouts for deGrom, and after the game, he spoke to the media.
Jacob Bochy said he thought your stuff was impressive tonight, but it seems like the Angels are really the one team this year that consistently just work good at bats against you. Just how do you reflect on your outings against them?
Yeah, I tried not to look at the other ones before. Those were terrible, but you know, tonight just wasn't inconsistent, or was inconsistent the whole time. Missed with a lot of sliders, missed with fastballs first pitch of the game, throw right down the middle. Missed to d'Arnaud there in a big situation, bad slider. So tonight it was just kind of all over the place, so that was frustrating.
Your first start since skipping a start, just how did you feel physically as compared to some of your other recent outings?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, that's what's frustrating about it. You go out there and you feel good, and bullpen in between felt really good. Warming up felt good, and then go out there and just not able to throw the ball where I want. Like I said, ball out of hand with the slider a lot of yanks, a lot of, 5 innings, 2 runs, 90-something pitches. It's just not very good.
You talked before about whether it's flying open or mechanical issues. Is it a mechanical thing like tonight, or you're not sure yet?
I mean, once you get out there, you work on things in between to try to hit the glove, and just wasn't able to do it. Like I said, threw the ball right down the middle, then to d'Arnaud, bad slider, and you have to be able to make pitches, and I didn't do a good job of that.
You apparently, you say you feel great, and Bochy said as long as you feel good, you're going to keep pitching. Is that good to hear? Are you thrilled with where you're at right now, at least at this point in the season?
I mean, I guess, I'm missing 1 start. The goal is to take the ball as many times as I can, and feel good, and that's what has been going on. So try to continue to take the ball and just do a better job when I'm out there.
As frustrating as you said some of it was, you had a pretty solid stretch after that, the home run. I mean, did you feel like you had something going there?
Yeah, I mean, it was still just some deep counts that ran the pitch count up. You got to go right after guys, and when I look at it, it was a decent stretch, but there were a lot of missed spots. So, like I said, wasn't able to locate. Slider was not good. Changeup wasn't really good. Got away with some stuff, but gave up the 2 runs, and that was just not good.
So is your hope to just go every 5 games or every 5 days?
Yeah.
Not have another extended stretch like this.
Yeah, that's the goal. Try to keep running out there and put us in a position to win.
That's Jacob deGrom after his outing. Here's our Whataburger What a Play. Out of right field, Adolis Garcia has been really good all year defensively, making a nice play there. Adolis, our Whataburger What a Play star tonight. Unfortunately, the Rangers unable to get the bats going against Jose Soriano. And the Angels bullpen, they fall by a score of 4-0. But we did have some fun, right? We were always going to try and have some fun here on Rangers Game Day. And before the game, we had to celebrate our guy, Elvis Andrus. His birthday's tomorrow. There you go. Teaching me what do we call the
sprinkle.
The spring. Yeah. Chef Chris with a birthday cake, red velvet. He's got the Elvis bobblehead on top, and then Elvis face or nose first into the cake. Hey, that was nice. That was impressive.
Yeah, the nose always get in the middle, man. But I like the song too.
Yeah, what is this?
Cumpleaños feliz. Happy birthday, son. Cumpleaños feliz.
I thought they say Ati. They don't say Ati.
Cumpleaños feliz. Ati. It's towards the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The remix version. Well, brother, happy birthday tomorrow. We hope you have a great time celebrating with family. Hopefully the Rangers can get the win and the shutout win that Elvis wanted tonight. So we'll have to check on the status after tomorrow night's game. But tomorrow they're going to have to do it against Yusei Kikuchi, and Patrick Corbin against the team that drafted him will face the Angels. Here are 7-11 starters. Hopefully the Rangers, if the score is 7-11, end up in double figures. But Patrick Corbin and Yusei Kikuchi, that's the matchup tomorrow. Well, the Rangers probably weren't going to win 30 consecutive games to close things out. They unfortunately lose tonight, but they can start another winning streak tomorrow. The Rangers and the Angels, second game of a 3-game series. Elvis's birthday tomorrow. What can go wrong? It's going to be a great day at the ballpark. You hope you join us. Rangers baseball here on RSN.